man.
Hey P.
How are you?
Good mate, how are you?
I'm very good, man.
New setup here.
New settings, new studio.
New studio. We've actually never done a podcast straight on.
New studio, but the same. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first, guys. Welcome to the HFD Podcast. If you make sure you like, share, subscribe to our channel. Helps us out.
That's it.
Hit the bell for notifications as well. Let you know when we're going live, when we're bringing out new videos, and yeah, guys, it just keeps you informed when we go live. Or
That's it.
yeah, that's what we need.
Before we get into it, guys, we've got a few people in the chat. So we've got the Dobster in there saying hello. Jess is there. How's everyone doing? The desk is different. It's the same, but we actually shot an episode that we haven't shot, like a food review, for a while just before. So
Yeah.
we were like this, and we just thought, let's just keep it like this. for
Yeah,
the
we just
podcast.
thought. Yeah, we just did a food. Yeah, we just did a food review, and yeah, we just thought, why not just change it up a little bit
That's it.
and just see how everyone likes it. You guys might like it,
Exactly.
but I think when we have more people, it's going to
It
be a
has
bit
to
hard.
go back the other way.
Yeah, when we have more people, but
You know?
two of us. I mean, we got the laptops out as well, so
So
we
we
can
can
do a
research.
bit of research as we go.
Jess says looks good facing the camera.
Oh yeah, it's different, isn't
It's
it?
different. It's good. I like it.
It's different. We still got the same background.
We
you
do.
know, the
We
lights
do.
and the camera. and
We're
the-
at the stadium.
You know, we're at
we
the
are
stadium.
the stars of the show.
We are the stars of the show. But it's actually a different feel.
It is.
Feels
It
different,
is.
doesn't it?
It is.
Because we're just so used to Is this how?
We're just so used to just looking at each other and talking.
I'm pretty sure this is episode 17.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. So, guys, and welcome to all the listeners from our podcast platforms like Google Podcast, Spotify, Apple, etc. Welcome in to the
Exactly.
podcast.
Amanda Zinch says, howdy, HFD family.
Yep. So we've had a few people watching us on TikTok as well, guys. So TikTok family, how you going? We've been talking to you guys for the last hour, so hope you guys are going well.
Dobster says, looks professional, guys. I like it.
Looks professional.
That's the first time I've ever been called professional in my life.
It does. It looks alright. I like it.
It's good.
Different.
I like it. It's cool.
It's gonna, when it's gonna look really professional when we have like 2 or 3 different cameras. Like
When John and Jim are serving us drinks,
when
it'll be the best.
they should be serving us drinks
How
right
good
now.
would
Where
that
are
be?
they?
How good would that be?
What?
Not your regular cake says hello. How are ya?
Hey, how you going? That is Adelaide, Team Adelaide's wife, I reckon.
Team Adelaide, how you doing?
Team Adelaide. I think Team Adelaide's still watching us on TikTok.
He's a nice guy.
But yeah, man. What's on the agenda tonight?
So tonight we've got 3 topics we're going to talk about. The first one is how has the internet changed us? Not just us individually, but as a society as a whole.
Oh, it's
How has it changed us?
crazy. Yep.
Then we're going to talk cults. And this can range from religious cults to racial cults to cults like people follow a certain soccer team, like a cult.
Or like a movie star or
Cult
music.
figures, yeah. So cults in general. And
Yeah.
then the returning Rogen files, they've been absent for a couple of weeks. Rogen files returns
Yeah.
with the conspiracy of the Michael Jackson death conspiracy. Because you've brought it up a few times and we haven't actually touched into it. We've touched into him,
We have.
but we
touched
haven't
it.
actually touched into the death conspiracy, and we're going to do that
No,
later.
and apparently there's it's a pretty detailed conspiracy.
Apparently, there is an actual book on Audible you can get. We just saw it before.
Yeah.
Called The Michael Jackson Death, the cover up. You know, it's like full on. So
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
yeah.
But
Cult of personality, Dobster says.
Cult personality. That's
Is that a song?
That's CM Punk. That's CM Punk's theme music. I
So
thought Dobster wasn't a wrestling fan.
Listen, he's not a wrestling fan because he knows CM Punk.
That's a low blow,
That was
man.
a low blow.
That was a low blow.
You know what that was? Because it was wrestling. It wasn't a low blow. It was off the top. Right?
Off the top. But before we start, guys, you know what I'm most upset about this week?
What is it?
Petrol prices.
What were they today?
$2 a litre.
That's ridiculous.
Did anyone pay $2 a litre today for petrol? Because we did.
That's ridiculous.
Like, we're running on empty, and I was like, went to the servo, and it was 1.99 for unleaded.
See,
It's ridiculous.
that's ridiculous. The fact that the government, what is it, Don? 30%? They've got a 30% tax
Tax on
on
it.
petrol, like, and it goes up every year.
Yeah,
Like, that's ridiculous, man.
and I don't think that.
The levy, they got a levy on it. Yeah.
Well, I don't think the barrel's that expensive.
No, of course it's not. Because let's say, where is it in Syria and petrol's nothing.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
right.
obviously not that expensive.
Rob's saying buy a horse.
Rob says buy a horse. I like that.
I like that too.
He's thinking out the box. Cryptopolis is in the house. Amanda's saying hi, Cryptopolis. How you doing, Fortuny?
Hey.
Yeah. Oh my God, she's saying. I'm sure I don't know if that's in regards to Rob saying buy a horse or to the $2 petrol prices. Johnny G's here. Says hello. How you going,
Johnny G. And Dobster goes, I'm not a wrestling fan, but I'm a Guitar Hero
There
fan.
you go. Oh, Guitar Hero is the best. Can you do 100% on Through the Fire and the Flames?
He probably can.
No, he can't. Can you do 100% on Through the Fire and the Flames on Expert? Challenge is there.
Defending the government, it's about redistribution of income.
No, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
20k likes on TikTok, John said.
20k likes. Thank you, everyone on TikTok that has given us 20k likes. You guys are legends.
You know what? In knowing Rob, you've met Rob once, right?
I've met Rob. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, so
Hashtag.
Rob is like 7'48".
He's a big man.
I don't know what horse Rob's buying. It'd have to be a Melbourne Cup winner or something. Like
be.
me, I could go on a pony or something, but Rob's going to be needing to buy a big horse.
I'm gonna buy a big horse.
You guys need some Melbourne Cup winners, you blokes.
We do.
Rob needs a horse like Toto.
Yeah, Rob needs like a Toto or like Far Lap or something.
Far Lap.
Yeah, like just something.
Maccabi Diva.
Maccabi Diva's small. She's
Was it?
female. Man.
Toto is the biggest horse they ever
See, I don't know that much about horse
Maccabi
racing.
Diva was a man. But yeah,
There we go.
back to the serious things.
Back to the serious things.
We've said hello. Everyone's in the chat there. It's good to see everyone.
And before we do, guys, just
Oh, you gotta.
Oh.
Whoa.
What did I do?
No, hit that one.
That one?
Yeah, and then again.
There you
go.
I'm learning, guys. I'm learning.
Learning our job. Before we go,
right.
Dobster says, not but on Guitar Hero Metallica, I was in the top 51 expert back in like 2011. You know, one on the song One. You know your Metallica fan?
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
One.
so One.
Darkness.
Yeah. Okay, so
That one. That's an
on
awesome
expert,
song.
I played that on expert
Yeah.
over and over on Guitar Hero, trying to get 100% on it. Dobbs. That
It's hard, isn't it?
I ended up breaking the car.
Yeah.
I reckon. I was like, "This, I'm leaving."
It's a hard game. I used to play it too, and I did one. And when you got to use like all 5 buttons,
Oh, dude.
that's the
I'm
hard
good
part.
at it. I was good. I got real good at
Yeah.
Guitar Hero, but yeah, that song. Why are petrol prices so high? Fortuny says, I don't know. I can't answer that. Rob says, Far Lap. Her heart is in Canberra Museum. Biggest heart ever. That's what Rob says.
Rob.
Just put down because of Russia invading Ukraine.
The Don says, in regards to Fortuny's question, it's because of Russia invading Ukraine.
Maybe that's why.
Could be. Could be.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
Who knows? Who knows? But so
There's always an excuse to put prices
I
up.
can only put premium in my car. Oh, you're done.
$2
Yeah,
50,
you're
I
done.
reckon.
You're done. All right. So first topic of the night.
First topic of the night,
How
guys.
has the internet changed us?
How has the internet changed us? Well, guys, it's changed us like our whole lives have been changed, I believe,
Oh,
because of the internet.
do you know what Jess said to me the other day? We were like laying there, and she goes, "You remember when we used to wake up and just get up?"
Yeah.
She goes, "Now it's like you get up,
Check your
phone,
phone.
internet."
I know.
It's like, do you actually remember just getting up and
No.
getting up?
No.
Do you remember?
No, I can't remember.
And that's probably more for the younger generation. But I'll put it to the chat. Do you actually remember getting up and just getting up, not worrying about your phone, worrying about the internet? That phrase there pretty much has shown you how much it's changed us.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're here because of the internet.
Yeah, that's right.
If
We're
we,
on
didn't have
the
the,
internet, right?
if we didn't have the internet right now, we'd be just talking amongst ourselves about it. So,
We did have a good suggestion before. We should talk about how the internet never works.
yeah. We had trouble tonight with the internet. So, the internet has come a long way, but there's still a lot of problems that it faces. But it has changed the world, man. I remember when I was in year 9, Mr. Filkey's class.
Mr. Filkey was next level.
And I think Arias was 97, right?
Yeah, it would have been.
Around 97.
Well, I was year 7 then, 97. So
Yeah,
that's right. That's when I come there.
Yeah, so I went into his class and he showed us the computer and he showed us the internet. And now that was the first time I've ever seen the
And it
internet.
was the old. I remember the IBM computer he had.
Yeah, it was the old IBM computer, and I was blown away.
Everyone was blown away.
Blown away, and I was just like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And like search stuff.
Yeah.
And
It took 7 hours to get the result.
I was used to like Encarta Encyclopedia, and I thought that was good. And then I hit this,
yeah.
and I remember because I was a massive wrestling fan back then, and I
You
was like
wrestling. What do you mean back
WWF.com.
then?
Hey?
You're a massive wrestling
Oh,
fan.
now. But I'm a huge wrestling. I
Yeah.
was a huge wrestling fan for years, and I used to type in WWF.com.
Yeah.
And I used to read everything, and I used to love it, and it was just amazing. Like when I first saw it, I was just blown away.
Yeah.
Were you blown away?
Blown away.
Yeah.
So the first, Rob says, he's talking to Fortuny, he says profit margins on petrol are super tiny. They push as hard as they can, but they use any reason to up petrol prices. There you go,
Oh, there
Fortuny.
you go, yeah.
And then he says no more door-to-door encyclopedia salesmen because of the internet.
Yeah.
Advice is now to not use your phone for the first hour of the day.
That's a good
Yep.
that's a good thing to do.
Yeah,
Like try
and then-
not to use it. Try to do things just naturally.
right.
Because it's not natural.
Nah.
It's not natural.
And then Amanda says, remember the dial tone when the internet was connecting? No one could use the phone when the internet was on. She's like, you know what?
I wish I had the sound.
I remember it was like, and then when it didn't connect, when the funniest part was because it wouldn't always connect.
Yeah.
When that dial tone wouldn't connect, you'd be like, "Fuck's sake, man! Will you just connect?"
I got that sound in my head.
Oh, dude.
And the thing is, you know what's funny? Kids of these days would never know what that is.
No way. No.
Never
way.
know what that is.
Well, see, Rob is saying we had no computers at all at school. We had to read a dictionary and spend real time in the library.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I
it.
remember still at school when we were year 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
the library was still massive.
Yeah.
And then slowly, by year 10, 11, 12, the library was like redundant.
Well, you know now kids go to school, right?
They got a laptop.
They got a laptop. There's no books. So as parents, right? Because I'm a parent of high school kids, you got to fork out money
Yeah.
to buy
Yeah.
all these devices.
Yeah,
and
of course.
we're talking like
Can
Apple
I
Mac.
ask you a question? Do they make you buy a new Apple Mac every year?
Not
Or do
every
they
year,
use it?
but you got to have it. But they don't. The problem with Apple stuff, they don't last long. They're good.
Yeah, but they
But
don't.
they only last for like 2 or 3 years, and you got to buy a new one.
Well, Steve Jobs was a smart man. He
Of course
made
he
it to
was.
break.
Yeah,
So you buy a new one.
But they're like really expensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Fortuny says the radiation also from these computers have made us all crazy.
maybe, could be.
You reckon?
I don't know how much radiation comes in a computer.
You talking about yourself for dinner?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What does radiation come out of a computer?
Maybe.
How is that a scientific fact? Can a radiation come?
Well, radiation comes from everything.
Does it?
Well, the sun. You've got radiation.
I'm radiating.
You are the
Yeah,
radiation man.
that's right.
But Tina, I agree.
Yeah.
There you go.
There
Rob
you go.
agrees.
We've had some.
Well, who knows? Like, maybe the world would be different if we didn't have computers.
Imagine in like 20 years, there's just no internet. It's like goes back to like
Just normal.
1950, Back to the Future style. You know what I mean? Like, give me a tab.
Well, you know what's funny? Like, back in the day, I remember they were saying back before internet became a thing. Well, when it was first coming out, like in the 90s and the
Radio frequencies, what
Yeah.
he says.
and the 2000s, they were saying, like, the big head honchos were saying, oh, it's not going to last, it's a fad, this and that, and now, look at it now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they were saying. They were saying it's a fad,
Yeah.
it's not going to last, it's the internet's not going to happen, and it's just taken the world by storm.
We'll get that sound up, man. Don't worry. It's man-made EMF, not good for humans. Fortin is saying. So the internet started. The military was using it.
Yeah, in the 80s or something.
For how long they
70s?
were using it?
We don't know.
But they don't know. And it was a thing that they used to send things to each other,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And then it got to the public, and
Yeah.
they've obviously got their own internet now that they probably still use.
Well, they probably do.
That's right. You know
But
what
we
I mean?
didn't get to start using it until the 90s, so it was a really slow progression to get us to
Of
use
course. We
But-
wouldn't, a lot of these people we wouldn't even know without the
Yeah.
internet.
it. I think over 80% of the population has internet in their home.
Yeah.
Over 80%. That's a lot.
And that's worldwide.
That's worldwide. So, you
And
know,
that's not, that percentage is not figuring in, let's say some countries,
some of the poor
some
people,
poor
like
third world
India.
countries don't even have internet.
Nah. Oh, they would, but
No, but
they
you know what I
won't
mean?
be
Like,
forced to
say
do it.
Ethiopia or something, that it's not going
Yeah,
to be
maybe not. No.
100% of the country, is
Exactly.
what I mean.
So a lot of countries, everyone's connected.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Rob says radiation proof. I have a K2 meter at home. Put it near a smartphone and it goes off. Oh my God.
there you go. I reckon nearly every household in Adelaide will have the internet,
And then for
except for my yaya's house.
Yeah, I didn't know what the internet was. And then Futini says, "What's a K2 meter?" Now, I'm guessing it's for radio. Guess like getting radio frequencies or radiation. I guess.
K2. I don't even know what that is.
Goes off as in registers radiation. Rob's saying it registers radiation
Yeah.
next to a smartphone.
Yeah.
Maybe the smartphone's not that smart.
No. Well, going with phones as well. Like, look what you can do with your phones now.
Phone is a computer.
Like, when we were younger, I reckon I was
Nokia.
like year 11 because the Nokia.
3210.
Yeah.
Remember my brother Chris had. Listen, Chris is like 79. He had a
Yeah, Chris is old.
5110.
He had the 5110.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I had the 5110.
he bought this thing, and it was like I was using it to like put behind the car because it was like a brick. Car couldn't even crash it. If that thing was if you chucked that at someone, they'd be dead.
Yeah.
It was next
100%.
level.
No, it's I had the 5110 and I had the
3210.
3210 and
I had
then
a
I thought they were
3310.
I thought they were amazing.
I played Snake.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
That was
it's very
the
long. But like, you had those ones and then compare them to now. It's like you can't even compare them. Like you
No
can't
way.
you couldn't go back to that.
No.
It's amazing what your phone is like a computer. Man.
Your phone is
It
a computer. Your
Well, it
phone's
is a computer, sorry.
Yeah.
So
Your phone's a computer.
but those days were cool.
K2 detects electromagnetic and radiation used to detect ghostly presences, Rob says. Ooh, that's eerie.
Well, you know what? I've been watching this TikTok guy. Someone's calling. I started to watch this TikTok guy, and he does paranormal activity.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's
that's the
really, really freaky, man.
Paranormal activity is next level.
Yeah, it is, man. Paranormal activity is
Paranormal
freaking
activity is
old.
crazy.
But
So I don't know, anyone in the chat, like we've said it, how has the internet changed you guys? But like as a society, what do you think, Big Man? How has it changed the society?
well, I don't look in a good way. It connects people. So like, if you got people or relatives overseas or anything like that, it's easier to connect with them.
Oh, way
so
easier.
that way, it's really good.
I remember back in the day ringing our family in Cyprus.
Yeah.
It used to cost us like so much money to ring them.
Yeah.
When we were kids.
That's right.
And it was real bad.
Yeah.
Now my dad just FaceTimes.
Yeah. But the problem is, like some of the big problems I see with it is like people are addicted to it. There's cyberbullying and
Oh yeah, definitely.
it's just changed people's ways of living as well.
Well-
It's not people aren't as active anymore because
Yeah.
everything's online. Obesity is a problem in a lot of these Western countries
Well,
that
that's the
have
thing.
internet.
Yeah, that's the thing I was going to say about let's say like now,
So
I see my nieces, nephews, and all that, and all
Yeah.
they care about is going on the internet. When I was their age,
Exactly.
all I cared about was being outside kicking the soccer ball.
exactly. So
And
it's
that's a
changed.
fact.
Yeah, I know. It's just changed the way we do things.
Like,
It's changed the way we do things and the way we view the world.
and you know when you tell them, I don't know about your kids and that, you tell them, you're like, why don't you go outside and kick the ball? They look at you, they're like, what?
Yeah.
Why would I do that when I've got TikTok and Fortnite?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
No, it's crazy. It's definitely changed. Yeah, and it's changed the way we think.
Yeah, Rob is definitely agreeing with what you said about he says,
Social
agree,
skills.
great to stay in touch with overseas friends and family. Internet kills social skills. Agreed.
It does.
Agreed.
It does. And where like in another way, if you look at the good side of it, it's I mean we're connecting with everyone on this YouTube
Yeah.
podcast live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without the internet, we couldn't do this. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing as well.
Yeah.
But there's always good things and bad things.
Oh
You
my
know what I
God,
mean?
so Team Adelaide has come in the chat. So before we read out his chat, I'll tell a bit of a backstory about Team Adelaide. So the big man Chris has connected with this individual. His name is Andoni, isn't it?
Andoni, Tony.
Andoni
Yeah.
is Greek man. Andoni is on TikTok. How many followers does he have?
It's got about 2,000 followers.
2,000 followers on TikTok. And Chris has connected with him on TikTok, and he is really been supporting us like big time.
Yeah.
And before we read out his chat and everything, we want to give a huge thank you out to Andoni. Team Adelaide, his TikTok name, and obviously his YouTube name, for the support he's been giving us. And
Yeah. Thanks, Tony. We're doing a
I'll let you take that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thanks a lot for everything. He helps us with getting some subscribers, and he goes live with HFD on TikTok, and just a legend. And he came up with an idea
Yep.
to do a charity TikTok battle. Now, a lot of you guys that are in the chat
So is
might
a
not
TikTok
know.
battle like on South Park when they danced with each other and then.
Pretty much.
Oh,
No, it's
dancing.
not like that.
Not like that. Okay.
Nah, basically a TikTok battle is like just people in the chat, and we have side by side together, and people just gift you, or they tap the screen, and there's a point chart, and it just tells you how many gifts.
Whoever gets more gifts wins.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So what we're doing, guys, I'll bring the graphic up on the 2nd of March.
Which will be
Here we go.
a week today, won't it?
On the 2nd of March, which is a week from today, so next Wednesday, we're doing a battle against, there he is, guys. Andoni, Team Adelaide versus HFD Media.
He's the only man that's got an Adidas top backwards.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, we're going to be battling him. So guys, if you have TikTok or you want to get TikTok for this, because all proceeds go to the Hutt Street Centre for Homeless, and so it's helping the homeless get a feed.
Yeah.
So even if you don't come in to donate, if you just come to tap the screen and support, that's just enough, guys. So up to you guys if you want to come. So next Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and probably go for about an hour. So 7 to 8.
Podcast will be live after.
Yeah, podcast will be live after.
Yeah.
Live after podcast. So if you guys want to, make sure if you guys want to get involved, download the app if you haven't got TikTok.
Yeah.
Follow Team Adelaide. Follow us. Follow HFD, and then from there we can you can come onto the live when we do it. So we're going to be promoting it a bit more as well during the week. So yeah, guys. Thanks again, Team Adelaide. We're going to be doing more stuff. We're going to be doing more stuff with you guys as well. Food challenges and all that kind of stuff. So Team Adelaide's going to be working with us.
That's it.
But yeah, thanks a lot, Tony. And thanks a lot to his wife, Vicky, as well.
And that's not your regular cake, isn't it?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So saying that, and then now I'll catch up on the chats on that, guys. So Team Adelaide, who we're talking about, Tony, come in and said, sorry, my internet stopped. It works when it wants. What do you expect for $85 a month? I expect it to work for $85 a month.
Yeah, I know.
Not your regular cake says, agreed, Robert, about the internet kills social skills. Jess says, opportunity it has brought, making it easier to work for yourself has been amazing, the internet, which is very true. Yeah. And then Rob says, back to the K2 meter, only about $30. I'm into paranormal TV shows. Rob would be. Definitely would be. We are in the age of information, Fortuner says. Where do you get it from about that? And then not your regular saying, me too. And Rob has said, Jess, internet opens up work opportunities. Definitely agrees. Jess saying hello back. And Rob saying, try eBay for everyone that wants to find a K2 meter.
Yep.
Not your regular cake. My child struggled with online learning. Works better face-to-face.
Yeah.
There
you go. So, look, online has helped people, you know what I mean?
Of course. Team Adelaide says you should do a paranormal food challenge.
Paranormal?
What would that be? Like, say Chris is doing it, doesn't know I'm there, and I just come behind
paranormal food challenge?
That'd be the best. And then I did a dab to that. So
I don't know about that.
Rob says, Hutt Street Charity, great. Well done for doing this. That's going to be on TikTok before the podcast next week, Rob, like we said.
Yeah, and if it goes well, guys, we'll do another one as well, and we'll do another charity. So,
in the next comment that Rob wrote, I'm going to tell a funny story about that. This is the honest truth. Like, Rob said, in my day, TikTok was spelled TikTok like the clock. The kids, when they first came and said to me about TikTok, I said to them, yeah, I've got TikTok. And they said, well, I said, they're all pumped. And I said, yeah, it's there on the wall, and it was the clock.
Yeah.
And they started paying me out. And I said, well, that's the original TikTok, isn't it?
I know.
And then Rob says, Team Adelaide Paranormal Food Challenge, please explain. He wants to know what you're talking about.
I got someone on the TikTok saying, my son has been homeschooled for 4 years now. So
how's that going?
How's that going? What was the name? I can't see the name. Hey guys. Hey, how you going? We're live on YouTube. So if you want to come over to the YouTube channel, you can, or stay there. It's just hard for us to read some of your comments. But
learning is best face to face. Speaking as a teacher and a coach. From Rob. That's what Rob's saying.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah, look, it's as I said. There's good and there's bad.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, well, do you know what? One of the real bad things is. I think you hit the nail on the head about it. Is there's cyberbullying now, and
of course.
How many of these keyboard warriors, let's say, if they're such big people, why don't they go say this to someone's face?
Yeah. That's
they
right.
sit behind a keyboard and attack people and racially abuse people, whatever.
I know. It's horrible, man.
Just abuse people in general.
Yeah, I mean, that's more social media. It's still internet. Yeah. I know. But What's this one?
Maybe it'll be like a food challenge in a haunted place using a K2 meter to detect ghosts.
You guys are crazy, man. I'm gonna
You
shoot
guys
myself.
are crazy. I don't know where he's
Oh.
What's it going to be like the Ghostbusters
I'll
movie?
only do it if Johnny G and Jimmy T come.
Johnny won't do it. Johnny, you lose it. Johnny, you know what you do for Johnny? Johnny, what we'll do for Johnny is, if he's still in the chat, we'll get Johnny to do a food challenge and just have all these clowns coming out. You'll be losing it.
No way.
Johnny losing it.
Uh,
Yeah, Alex,
he
that's
goes-
what he meant. There you go.
Oh, she said brilliant on
Brilliant. There you
TikTok.
go. So it's worked. There
It's
you go.
working for her. So well done. No, it's. You know what else is bad about the internet as well? Like conspiracy theories. People actually start believing what they're
Well,
reading.
I said
And-
that to you on one of the Rogen files.
Yeah.
Would any of this be a topic if the internet didn't exist? And you said probably not.
Probably not. Nah,
Because no one will go down these rabbit holes to
that's right. And there's so much
who would
information.
even go put it on the internet. For example, Paul McCartney's alive.
Exactly.
For someone to read it and then share it and then
Well, he might be.
oh, he
Dead.
might be. You know what I mean?
Go back and watch that episode about Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney, guys.
Rob says, Tess, try and reach a child. I'm maybe saying teach a child how to tie a shoelace or ride a bike online. That's true.
Yeah, so you can on YouTube, you can learn how to do things. Like,
Yeah,
say my car had something wrong with it,
you can.
and I can change something.
Of
I look it on
course.
YouTube.
That's killer.
How good's that?
Oh yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, that's good.
So, yeah,
That is real good.
that is
I
real
love
good.
that.
Like, you just go how to, and then you just find it on YouTube, and that's it. Like,
Rob's saying teach. That's what I thought. Yeah.
yeah, teach. I mean, it just teaches you a lot too. So,
Yeah.
but as you said, man, there's some bad stuff
Some
like
bad
conspiracy.
parts of the internet.
Yeah, and it's changed the way we live, man.
Oh.
It really has.
As a society, that's what I'm saying.
It has, man.
It's like so. Yeah, it is. It has. It's,
Oh, thanks for Fortini. Thanks for sharing the live
Hey,
on Facebook.
that's the
Thanks for
best.
that. You're a legend. But no, it's. I'm happy that we have the internet to do what we're doing
Because we're here right now.
here right now.
with the
but-
HFD fan.
And you know what else? Like you look at I'm a big crypto man.
Yeah,
Without the internet, there's no crypto.
that's right. 'Cause
So-
it's exactly.
So it's a bit of a the internet. The way I look at the internet as well is you can find things can't be hidden.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a war in Russia or a
Yeah.
war in somewhere, or
Well-
they couldn't do a Holocaust again because
Well,
we ever will know about
Could
it.
you imagine
You know what I mean?
the internet was around when the Vietnam War was on?
Oh, it wouldn't happen. No way.
Could you imagine them? They'll be finding the stuff that was happening there.
Oh, no way. It wouldn't happen. They did it with the Afghan
Yeah,
war.
but the internet wasn't as prominent then.
It was getting there. Though.
It was getting there, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like it is now.
But we haven't seen anything like that since. Hey, you've had Iraq and that, but
Yeah. Alex says tactile learning is a lot easier in physical person, but I think some skills can be taught online. Yeah, definitely. I agree. I've learned things online from videos, and there is things that can be learned online. It's just, but yeah, there's certain things like maybe like Rob said, trying to teach someone to ride a bike. You're not doing that online, are you?
No. And you know what it does, say with gaming, right?
Yeah.
Gaming, people will
Gaming's
people-
gone.
like Fortnite.
Yeah. All
Kids
of it.
kids is playing Fortnite. It's so addictive, and they're not getting outside. You know what I mean?
Of course,
As
and it's an
often.
online game.
My son plays Fortnite, but we try to get him outside as
Yeah,
much as we
yeah,
can. But
yeah.
they love it, and
Yeah.
it's, because you're interacting with more people,
Of
it's more
course.
fun.
That's what it is.
Before we used to play bloody Mario.
Yeah, I
And who'd
know.
you interact with? There one,
With Luigi.
with your friend next to you.
Yeah, it was
Luigi. You know what I mean?
Street Fighter 2, but everyone had to come over.
Yeah, everyone had to come over.
That was the best.
And I remember when we were growing up, there were the LAN parties.
Yeah, the best.
So you used to actually have
We
to
used to have
take your
LAN parties for
computer,
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires or Command and Conquer. You'd have to
We were
take.
like lugging computers to everyone's
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
Oh, man.
I remember when I was, when before the internet happened. Remember the Commodore 64s?
It was the best.
Yeah, but there was no internet.
No, but I loved Commodore 64.
There was no internet back
California Games is like my favourite game. Hacky Sack? Oh, my God.
But do you know, the technology is just going
It's
so
just
fast.
going through the roof. That's
Going
right.
so fast.
Rob says, we did a teach challenge in grade 2. Explain to someone how to open a Tetra Pak without showing them. Does everyone know what a Tetra Pak is? Not your regular cake says no. Rob Drusetta says, agree, Alex. It helps that you see what's happening, like with what she said about tactile learning. Amanda says, but we have rules, games only on Fridays. And
Oh yeah,
weekends,
we
without
do have
underground."
rules for our kids. Yeah. of
What's a
course.
Tetra Pak, Rob? So we've had not your regular cake said no. What's a Tetra Pak?
I've got no idea. No internet. We had marble season. Marble. I used to love marble.
Listen, I loved marbles.
Even though we used to get into big fights.
Listen, marble.
Remember
The
Keeps?
biggest rumbles happened from marbles, didn't it?
Oh, biggest.
Marbles, you know at Dawes Road, the biggest rumbles happened from marbles and hand tennis.
Hand tennis. Hand tennis was the best.
Get out of my square. Get out of my square.
Get out of my
Oh,
square. Yeah,
man.
that was the best, man. I remember hand tennis. Yeah, it was.
What was the
it
most
fun.
valuable marble though?
It was like the Specky,
I reckon the Specky was big. The
Yeah.
Galaxy.
the Galaxy.
That was full on in our
I
time.
know. And like, if you played for keeps and you lost it, you'd lose it.
Man, it was gone. Keeps.
Keeps was bad, eh?
Keeps was almost as bad as Tippy Go in one hand, one bounce. And kick it. When you play
do
cricket.
kids play marble these days? I don't
Nah,
think so.
no way.
Nah, not like we did.
So I remember, we used to go at the front and play cricket, right?
Yeah.
One hand, one bounce, auto wiki, Tippy Go, right? The kids don't even know what that is now.
No.
I was saying to one of the young guys at soccer, we're saying we'll play cricket. And all the older boys were like, oh, one hand, one bounce. And they're like, what? We're like, what do you mean, man? They're the rules.
Yeah, no. It's, as I said, man, kids are just playing different games now.
Tetra Pak is an iced coffee carton.
Oh, nice coffee carton. Oh,
There you
I
go.
think I know what he's talking about. My husband uses YouTube to find how to fix everything.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I do. We do that too. We do that too because you know, I had to fix my car. Like I had to change a light
Yeah.
in my car, a globe, and it's not like you just take it out. You got to
Yeah.
unscrew this,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
this, do that, and like it helped me do it. If I didn't have YouTube, I would probably have never done it.
I would have done it for you, man.
Yeah, I know. Hey guys, KP's a handyman, so if you ever need handy stuff, call KP.
Yo-yos were cool. Do you know, Fortunier,
Yo-yos were cool.
do you know how good I am at a yo-yo?
I don't know how good.
I know how to do all the tricks. Rock the cradle, everything.
How about walk the dog?
Everything. I'm so good at it.
All right, who wants to see like next week if we get a yo-yo for?
I got one.
You got one?
I think
You gotta bring it
so.
out.
Yeah, find
You
it.
gotta bring it
I
out.
loved yo.
We'll get him on the show next week or whenever, and he has to do the yo-yo.
I
trick.
loved yo-yos, man. Oh,
Maybe on the battle.
I gotta see. I've got to find it. I reckon I got it.
And the Coca-Cola ones were the best.
Yeah, but it's got to be a good one. If you can't get a good yo-yo that sleeps,
Yeah.
you can't do the good tricks.
Oh, you had to say it, didn't you? You had to say go the Crows.
What a nice guy. I knew we got this guy on for a reason.
Oh man, go the Crows.
Crow's the next level.
Yeah,
man.
I thought we were friends, man.
Rob saying he agrees. Use YouTube to help a lot of stuff.
You know-
Fucking says, let's see. Yes. Listen, I was so good with yo-yo. Like, you know how long I sat there trying to practice rock the cradle to get it?
Rock the
When
Crows.
I finally got it, loved it.
How about round the world?
Yeah, no, it was easy though. When Donatello did it, was the best. He just punched everyone with it.
You too.
Yeah.
Donatello's the best.
Dobbs says, let's go. He says, HFD yo-yo. He's loving it. We need to see Alex saying, well, I've got to find it. I reckon I got it. I reckon I still
Maybe
got it.
as a merchandise, we should sell HFD
Oh
yo-yo.
my God.
Huh?
It'll be like a Coca-Cola yo-yo.
Alright.
Only better.
And guys, talking about merchandise, make sure you check out our merch page,
do, it's in
guys.
the link.
It's in the description below.
Listen, not your regular cake. If you've got an actual original Coca-Cola yo-yo like you're talking about, they're worth coin.
I used to have one, but I don't know where it
If
is.
it's an original.
Yeah,
If you've got an original Coca-Cola yo-yo, they're worth coin.
yeah, go.
Yeah, go home, Crows. Oh, that's right. They don't have one.
Oh yeah, they don't have one.
What's that mean?
What, West Lakes? It's a swamp.
They're in Adelaide.
It's a swamp.
That's their home.
No,
Where's Port's home?
They haven't got a home,
Where's
man.
Port's home?
Alberton.
That's Port Adelaide's home. Aren't you Port Power?
No, we're Port Adelaide.
Oh, you're a one now.
We-
Because you decided
yeah.
to be one club all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
2010.
Eric, they stole it.
I know they decided to be
We
one
didn't
club.
steal nothing, mate. What
So
are you
how many,
talking about?
how many premierships have you won?
You
37.
You stole the Mud Place ground.
We didn't steal nothing, mate.
No, but so how many premierships have you won?
Do you want to come and have? I'll give you the documentation where it
How
said
many premierships have you won?
37.
37.
Yeah, 36 SNFL, 1 AFL.
Uh-huh. And you hold a world record, don't you?
People say we might.
But do you?
Nah, of course not.
What do you mean?
We didn't hold any world record.
Yes, you do.
Nah, there's no world record.
It has to be. It's an Australian record.
No, it's an AFL record.
That's world.
No, it's not world. Nah, what happened? I can.
I
tell-
can do Rock the Cradle
Alright.
and a few others. That's
Let's
killer,
not
right?
get into Port
I love
Adelaide.
it.
When the footy podcast starts, we'll go through this whole
Oh, I
debate.
didn't call them Port Adelaide.
Why?
Because look, someone said go the power. If they were Port Adelaide, it should say go Port Adelaide, not go the power.
But that's their name. It's like saying go the Red Devils.
Nah.
Manchester United is the Red
But they've
Devils.
never been another thing.
What?
They never claimed that they weren't one of those clubs. Man
do
United
you
never
mean?
said we're not the Red Devils like you guys did. You guys said we're not Port Adelaide. I've watched the guy say it on TV. And then 5 years later, he goes,
When was this? Show me the video.
they said they didn't want to be Port Adelaide. And you know, every Port fan knows that they don't want to admit it. And then they said, okay, we're going to join and become one. And they became one.
Yeah, but they were always the Port Adelaide Football Club.
They were not.
They were.
They
Go
were
ahead
not.
and look at the.
How did they enter the AFL?
Port
As
Adelaide Football
Power.
No, they didn't. That was the name, but it was still the Port Adelaide Football Club.
What are you?
Go ahead and look at the records, man. 100%.
Oh God, here we go. Amanda says, Fanta yo-yo, butterfly yo-yo, etc. Rob says, is the Coca-Cola yo-yo like I'm thinking? Is it really worth as much money as everyone says? The original, the original.
Yeah, go Port.
The Crows can't even find club rooms.
They haven't got any club room.
Remember playing Knuckles? Started with 5, flipped onto the ground and pick up. That's past my time. Go Port Adelaide, go the Magpies. So first you're a Port fan, now you're a Collingwood fan.
No, STAY NFL.
Oh, Magpies. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just clarifying. At least the Crows are called the Crows in AFL and SANFL.
Well, the problem was, man. No,
I'll go for the bait.
we'll have a big debate when we do the AFL show.
Crows suck, man, but I support them. I didn't say they were good.
Yeah.
I just said I followed them.
What's
Listen.
this? Knuckles.
I don't know.
After
I said Knuckles a bit past my age. I never played Knuckles.
Was Knuckles when someone bashes you?
That's what I thought. Knuckles was like this. You know,
Okay,
Knuckles. Like,
Knuckle. Yeah.
But they're talking like actual Knuckles on the floor.
Oh, you're talking about curling. New curling.
No,
they're not. No, they're not.
And I,
No.
I thought they were talking about Neil.
Crows.
I thought they were talking about Neil Curley too. The Coca-Cola one flared out a bit, right? Yeah, it did. Knuckles. Yes, after we lost all our marbles, Knuckles was like Division 2. Ah. So if you lost your marbles, you went and played Knuckles. That's the best. It was like Lane. It was like the Lane kids game.
The Lamb kids. But
That's
getting
the
back
best.
to everything, like kids just don't play these games anymore.
Nah. Jess said it's so funny how people care so much about football.
I know it's sad, isn't it?
Probably because of the internet.
Probably because of the internet. That's so true.
Oh, listen. I'll admit it now. When it comes to Crows and that, I love like bantering.
Yeah, we have a banter.
If people were ripping Man United, I'll be losing it.
Yeah, man, it's hard to rip them though.
Oh, they're definitely now. They're terrible.
Oh, now they're terrible. Yeah, but you admit that.
Oh, we're a terrible run football club by the owners. That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
Right.
guys, join the Man United podcast. Johnny and KP show.
Johnny and KP show. We love it.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's Jess says it to me all the time. When I'm revved, Man United lose and I'm like revving, Jess see the tension in my body, and she's like, "Why? What's wrong?" I'm like,
Why when Port's losing? Remember when I was watching the Port game here? I went nuts.
Revving.
Remember?
I was revving.
I was like going nuts. Remember Don when I was here for that Port
Yeah, it
game?
was the worst.
I mean, won by like 1 point.
Jess says, "I wonder if sport is a distraction to bigger things."
It could be.
But it could.
It could
Sport
be.
is a getaway from things.
So all
Listen,
this,
I play sport, and sometimes you go to sport, it clears your mind.
I think everything's a distraction from what's really going on in the world.
Is that to do with Michael Jackson? We're not talking Michael Jackson yet.
No. But what I'm saying is like there's stuff that happens in the world that people are so distracted because they got you watching, they got you on the internet, they got you watching sports, they got you watching big music, all this kind of stuff, got you watching TV, shows, movies, whatever. And it distracts you for what's really happening.
Yeah, but when you think about it sometimes...
And the news as well, the
yeah,
media.
so the news definitely does, but when you think about sports sometimes, think about it in a simple way, right? Sport, like, all I want is my team to win.
Yeah, of course.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's not, once they don't
Yeah,
win,
but-
I
yeah.
get on with something.
Yeah, but some people don't, man. They just keep their like.
Yeah, I know, but
They
I'm
go
just
into
saying,
this like
it's
whole man. Like,
yeah, that's what I do.
I was upset, like after the 2007 grand final. Didn't want to bring it
Is
up.
that the world record?
Well, it's not a world record. It's an Australian record. No, AFL record.
So that was power.
'Cause-
You know what you should just say? Say that was the power, not the Magpies.
No,
That's the best.
we're gonna.
Dobster says, I agree. I used to follow NRL hardcore, but now couldn't name any current player. Is it because the current players suck? I used to not mind NRL too, and all the older players seemed a lot better. Darren Lockyer and all that. They were like Andrew Johns. They were like good. Now, I don't know. I'm not as full on into it. It's better to play the sport. But when you play the sport, Fortuny, you inevitably follow it.
You do. You do. I've played footy. I love footy. I
Yeah.
like soccer too. I just don't get into it because you have to wake up really early in the morning to watch it.
Yeah. Rob says, actually, the internet amplifies focus on the media. Great sports players and achievements are either ignored or celebrated. There you go.
There you go. So,
Hey, yes, Chris, yes, Jess is saying, fully agreeing with you.
Team Adelaide did start something.
Did I start something?
Yeah, you started
You
a
did, yeah.
Port
Yeah.
Adelaide thing. Yeah. you
Why
did start.
that Dobster, Rob said? I don't follow any sport anymore. He's saying.
Doesn't interest him. Yeah, but
Can I ask you, is that because this is the me and Chris have this argument about football? I don't really follow AFL as much anymore because I actually think the game sucks now, and I'm being honest. Like, I'll say that when we do the podcast. The game of AFL is so much less about talent now than it is about just being a runner. If you're an athlete, you're 90% an AFL player now. That, in my opinion, is that the same? Are you saying the same thing, Dobson? Is that like that because NRL is just it's not as skillful anymore? No one. I know the commentators say it, but no fan will tell you that AFL is as skillful now as it used to be. And if they do, they're lying.
yeah, there's some. I mean, you watch some games and they're pretty skillful, but not.
Yeah, but-
I mean, back in the day, they were very
Mate,
skillful.
you used to
but-
watch every game
Yeah.
back in the day. And
Yeah, yeah.
there was players that were
Yeah,
so skillful.
yeah. You
Like-
gotta. I mean, if you go watch, sometimes if you watch Fox Footy, you watch some old games.
Just says sports has.
Jess is wild.
Just
Jess. Oh, look, everyone's different, but like she loves the video games. That's like a sport.
Yeah,
You know
of
what I
course.
mean?
But what I'm saying is, so I ask you, do you think AFL is as skillful now?
Ah, look, not as.
I
There
can't
was
envision-
more. There was more skillful players then. There's only maybe a handful of that can
Exactly.
do. Like
You
you
know
know, your
now-
buddy Franklin.
Yeah, but see, I reckon back in the day, if you go back to the 80s, 90s, you could name on one team.
Yeah.
Let's just say the Crows Premiership winning team, right?
Yeah.
Tony Modra, Andrew McLeod,
Yeah.
Mark Rashudo, Tyson Edwards, Simon Goodwin.
Oh yeah.
That's more on one team than there is in the whole competition now.
Yeah.
Go back to Port's Premiership winning team 04.
Yeah. They had
It
Wayne
was
Ganey.
still talented players.
Yeah.
And then it started going away. You
Yeah.
go back to some of the old ones, the early 90s, late 80s. I mean, Gary Ablett Sr. didn't even win a flag. And the guy's nickname is God.
He was good.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He won
I
a
mean,
North Tooth medal, kick 8 goals in the grand final.
if you had a guy like that now, you probably could win a Brownlow.
Dude,
But
Tony
no-
Modra,
Yeah. Tony
whether
Modra.
anyone likes him or not, would have won
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Brownlow.
Yeah, of course. 100%.
Hands down.
Dobster's replied.
I think it comes down to the repetition of the game. Like, how many times can you watch a guy catch a ball and run into the line of another guy's? But that's because I think NRL is a bit repetitive.
It is.
NRL,
And-
that's why
and
I always
it's-
said the
it's not-
NRL players that come to AFL,
Yeah.
I said they won't succeed because NRL is you're only playing one way.
And it's sort of
AFL,
yeah.
soccer is
It's
all around
it's
you.
360.
That's right.
Yeah, it's 360.
I
and
sort of agree with that.
yeah, rugby is just front line.
Jess says, I like survival, no sport. Laughing.
Survival.
We'll get out of this.
Simon Solomon.
We'll,
What a nice guy.
I'll be a moderator here. Right, this. Watch this. Oh, look at that.
Oh, too bad.
Too bad.
Don't ever click on those guys.
So sad.
Too bad. I moderated like that, and it was HFD moderating.
Here we go. What to say? Plus, I think it also comes down to how I prioritize my spare time.
Yeah.
I work 50,
Okay.
80 hours a week. Plus, I still got to do household stuff, own a business. So something had to get pushed to the side. Fair enough, man.
There you go.
Everyone's different. I know people
Yeah,
that don't
yeah.
like sports, but it is what it is. And
Look at me and Jess.
Yeah.
Jess obviously doesn't
Yeah.
like sports, and
Yeah.
we're together.
do you think the internet has given fans like more? There's more outlets now for sport.
Of course.
So it's
Listen,
helped get
I'll
more
give
fans.
a perfect example. So we're a football family, and I mean football is in the real football,
Yeah.
soccer as we call it here. And me and my dad used to get up all hours on the weekends to watch SBS,
Yeah.
the World Game, and then when Foxtel first got the Premier League, we had it for years, 20 years from the start when they had it, just to get it. Now you can watch any league in the world. We didn't get that.
No.
We worked hard just to follow the game. Like that's why I say to people, there's a lot of people that say, oh, you know, you're not a true fan if you're not over there or something. And I'm like, mate, you try being a fan from here.
Yeah.
How hard it is to get up at 4 a.m. and watch games.
Oh, it is
We're the
hard.
real fans.
Yeah, it is
It's
hard.
true.
Dude. It is hard. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't watch EPL because I can't get up in the morning.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so Rob says, don't forget to look after yourself, Dobster. Need to make time for me time. It's very true.
It's very true.
Very
Yeah,
true.
he's always trying to find time. But I mean, this might be his time watching us. Might be his
We love
downtime.
it that Dobster comes in.
We love it.
I'm so sad Reborn's not here.
I know.
Good old Reeves.
Reborn's in.
He'll be in.
It's in England, so.
He'll come into the main order podcast. He always does. Because he's got to come in and pay me out. He's a Liverpool fan.
But no, we can both agree that the internet has changed us,
It's changed the world.
changed the world, and whether it's good or bad, it is what it is.
So here's the question I'll ask, and maybe people that are a bit older than us can even answer even more. Do you think anything in history has changed the world as much as the internet has?
The Industrial Revolution.
The Don says the Industrial Revolution, and you know what we're going to say?
What's the Industrial Revolution?
So there you go.
That was what in the
Has-
in the 30s, 40s, 30s.
Dobster says at Rob is saying exactly what I'm doing right now. Also, the business and my full-time job are two separate things as well. There you go. And Rob says, well done. Yeah, so anyone in the chat, the Don says the Industrial Revolution. Has anything changed the world as much as the internet? And that's his comeback to it.
I don't think
Not
even,
in my time, nothing has.
I reckon internet's the biggest thing ever.
I was going to say Man United winning the treble. It was pretty big.
Nah, but internet is look, it has to be one of the biggest
Oh, it
things,
has to
and
be.
I think me personally, I think the next big thing is crypto.
Linda, is that your mum?
Elvis.
She says Elvis.
Elvis dying.
Tell you what, Elvis was pretty big.
Oh yeah, yeah, but it hasn't shaped
Nah,
the
I
world.
don't think so. Not
It
as much
shaped
as
the
the
world.
internet. Not as much as the internet.
Nah. Modra Rock. I don't know about
Hey,
that. Nah, he was good.
Modra was next level.
Electrically steamed.
Electricity, steam, telephone, and agree with the Don, the Industrial Revolution. There you go.
Yeah, but I think like we've changed dramatically with the internet.
Well, I
Like
won't read that out.
like when we were kids growing up,
Yeah.
like till now, kids
Yeah,
growing
yeah.
up now, it's totally different.
Yeah,
Like totally different.
yeah, of course. That's
You know
what I
what I mean?
said. Like,
So
my
it
number
has
one
to be
thought
the-
as a kid
yeah.
was go outside, kick the soccer ball.
Yeah.
Go outside and run mucks. You know, do things like, yeah.
Another thing, like I'd love to ask you, right? Like
Cars and planes, Jess says.
cars and planes, yeah. I mean, they've changed the
Well, I
world.
guess that's like our Rob said, electricity, steam.
Isn't that funny? Like the last 100 years, like
What's been invented?
no, but if you look at the timelines, right before the 1900s, the 20th century, it was very technology was slow.
Of course.
It wasn't fast, but
No.
then
Or
you
it
hit,
just
you hit the
went crazy.
90s, right, and you
It
went
went crazy.
boom. Why did that happen? How did that happen?
Just got weak because you got better technology to do
Yeah,
things
but how?
quicker.
Like, why didn't it happen earlier? Maybe it did.
There wasn't as good research, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe
I'll
maybe
give
it's something
you-
else.
Can I give you an example? Well, a scientist back in... What era was Archimedes in?
Oh,
He was a scientist.
Yeah.
So he discovered water displacement, right? And water
Yeah.
displacement... And how did he discover it? He sat in his bathtub and water overflowed. And he ran through the streets going, oh, Eureka, Eureka. And he was considered a scientist. That's why it's...
Yeah,
You
I
know
know,
what I
but
mean?
what I'm saying is, it went like
Yeah, because they
it
started
went
getting-
like
It's
from
because they
like
started getting
slow.
computers and that could do things. They started inventing them.
Yeah, but how? Like,
It's just
you
things
know what I mean? Like, how did they get this technology?
because
This
more
technology is
people,
crazy.
More people working.
Like,
on
if you went back in
back
time,
then, let's just say 5 people were working on a CPU. Now, 5 million people are probably working on it.
yeah, but if you took this, yeah, fair enough. But if you took this technology back 100 years ago, they'll freak out.
Of course, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of
Like,
course.
I'm just saying, like, the way it went so fast is
Of
like,
course.
it's hard to believe that it went that fast.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Linda says yes, his music inspired so many. His music did inspire many, but I don't think he changed the world like the internet. No way. Yeah, listen, Elvis is you know.
It did inspire, but I don't think it didn't change like
Listen,
the way we live.
the best thing about Elvis is I think what Eddie Murphy says is he was the worst actor in the history of mankind, but he made all these Hollywood movies.
Yeah,
Because
he
he used
did.
to sing his way through movies. He's like,
Of course.
hey, Elvis, want a lemonade? Lemonade. Hey, Elvis, we gotta win this race.
Man,
We
that's
gotta win
funny.
this race. He used to sing his way through a movie.
He's just that's the best.
And then Alex says science and medicine, which is very true. And that's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah,
the difference between a scientist back then to a scientist now is just worlds apart. is
You
what
know,
I'm saying.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's only like 100-year gap that we just went
Yeah,
bang.
but it's
like
because
how? Like why?
Yeah, an example is what happened to Archimedes.
What happened?
He got killed because they thought he was a madman. Now a scientist makes a discovery.
Yeah.
He's given a Nobel Prize.
Do you know how
You
to
know-
kill?
Well, he got killed because they thought he was mad. Isn't that what happened?
He was down the beach, making sketches.
Yeah.
For his
For his science, yeah.
right, and the soldier came up, told him,
Yeah.
and Archimedes said to him, "Memorius Kiglus,"
Just say it. You got.
which means
You can't. Say, even Chris can't understand that.
do not distract
My work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the soldier killed.
And so that's what I'm saying. He got killed for being a scientist.
Yeah. Well, how many like back in the day, there was all this medicine that like witches had.
Of course.
Right, and they weren't even witches; they're just people that knew
That
about
knew-
herbal,
of
right?
course.
And they were getting killed by the Christians or the
Of course,
Crusaders, right?
Of
Because
course.
they thought they were a threat. They were
A cult.
witches, and then it took medicine like years to catch up again.
Of course.
and it's still to this day.
Fortuny says the aircon is the best thing that was ever invented.
Yeah, yes, one of
There
the
you
best
go.
things. One of
And
the
then
best things.
Dobster says networking is the key. How much easier it is to network now and access data. That's very true.
The aircon is very similar to the fridge.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a fridge.
Rob says internet has significantly reduced the patience of younger people. They don't persevere. They give up or ask someone else because it's become too hard. There you go. The best ever invention was the toilet, Linda said.
The toilet. Yeah.
I get this every day at work, Rob's saying. I agree with Rob too, Dobbs is saying. Chris, history says your children will have a career that has not yet been invented.
That's a good one.
I like that one.
I like that one too.
Not your regular cake. Mobile phones changed everything, but they're based around the internet. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Mobile phones are based around the
That's
internet,
right.
so it's
So-
basically internet.
Yes,
Yeah.
cake, agree, Alex Sam. Now a scientist makes a discovery and they have to fight Facebook warriors about how they're wrong. Yeah, there you go. But what I'm saying is, when I'm just bringing it back to Archimedes, he got killed for being a scientist. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
of course.
So
Yeah.
Da Vinci invented flying machines, but had to hide them from society or be hung as a heretic. So he painted.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's my point about the whole Archimedes point. That's right. Jess said religion ruined everything.
Religion. Yeah. Religion has.
I reckon the nail just got.
Yeah. It has. Like it's caused a lot of.
And then Alex
division.
said, "Laugh out loud, legit, Jess." So
Yeah.
got an agreeing there.
Yeah. Well, it's basically just divided people.
Thing is, it divides people that like your own people.
Yeah, it does. It
Like,
does.
It divides
and
countries. Like
it's sad, man. But yeah, there's a lot of we could go on forever with all
we
these.
could. So we've had a few things that people have said. So the one thing we'll touch on. So everyone came in and they were saying the best invention ever. What do you think's the best invention ever?
Best invention. Best invention. That's.
I reckon it was Homer's chair when he leant back and the legs come out. It didn't make you fall backwards.
Yeah.
You remember The Simpsons? And then it ended up being Tom Simpsons.
I don't know. Oh man, that's the good question. I don't know. There's so many good inventions that have come out. Like,
Is it
You know.
something simple? It could be something simple. Could be a hammer.
yeah. I don't know. A bed.
Beds are the best.
Aren't
Aren't they good?
they? Yeah. Whoever invented a comfortable bed,
Whoever invented the hot water system.
or the hot water system,
Hot water system.
the
is
gas system.
The hot, just
Do you have a gas
just
system?
heating water.
Oh, heating water. Yeah,
The hot
yeah.
water system is next level. Whoever thought,
Yeah.
you know what, we need a hot water
Yeah, yeah.
shower. Here's champion.
we take everything
So
for
many things
granted.
for granted.
We
That's
take
right.
everything for granted
That's
now.
right.
We do. But anyway.
I think that was a good.
Oh my god.
Best invention, the Don's Pizza.
The
Rob
Don's
says.
Pizza.
I reckon the Don will.
Actually, pizza is probably the best
The
invention.
Don might tell the truth about the best pizza. Might not be the Don's.
Father Jim.
Hey, Father Jim. Jess says mattress. She's with you.
Mattress. Yeah. Best
That's the
invention.
best. Father Jim is in the house.
Father Jim, welcome. Please bless this podcast.
We didn't say you ruined everything, Father Jim, with your religion. I reckon a pillow, like a comfy bed, is nice, but I can't sleep on anything without a decent pillow.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you haven't got a good pillow or a good mattress,
See, I can fall asleep without a pillow.
yeah, it's hard.
I can do it.
I could do it if I'm tired, but I wouldn't enjoy it.
Jess could sleep on concrete.
Poor Jess.
No, she just
Hope she doesn't.
Jess has a knack that I don't like. I'll like need to be like comfortable to fall asleep. Jess would like say if we went camping, Jess would like, yeah, I'll sleep there. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not sleeping there. I can't sleep on this. It's not soft enough for me. I'm like the baby.
It's not soft.
I'm like the baby. Jess is like, it's like Jess is like, will punch me like hard enough, man.
Oh man.
Don's Pizza. There you go. Pizza's pretty good.
Pizza is pretty good. But yeah, that was a good topic, man.
I liked it.
I like it.
I reckon it's Kubebia anyway. Best invention ever.
Best invention.
And I'm sure my EO invented it.
But thank God that the internet did come because HFD wouldn't be
Now
here.
we wouldn't be here without it.
So-
So that's one thing.
That's right.
Does that mean Father Jim offers online confessions via online chat?
He
Rob
does.
says?
Confess your sins to Father Jim.
Jim will be like this. They'll leave the group and Jim will be like, that guy's a real wacko. I can't because I sleep on my side, so I get sore neck without a pillow. Broad shoulder problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably get that, I reckon.
How do you sleep? Left, right, back, front.
I'm all over the place.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'll probably side more, but I used to go on my back a lot, but I'll snore if I went on my back. So
I'm like,
Amanda nudges me over.
I can sleep on my front. I don't know why.
Your front?
Yeah.
I used to, yeah. I don't
It's
mind.
stunning.
You love the
I
front.
just do it. I crash out.
Yeah.
Jess says, great idea, laughing her ass off about the Father Jim doing online confession.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Imagine Jim just sat here and it was just people in the chat room and they rang through on Zoom, just randoms, just to confessions. That would be next level, way. And it was just randoms. Oh, listen, we're going to have our Zoom call. Someone's going to come in randomly. It's just confessions.
You could probably do it on TikTok. People can just jump on your live.
And then, like, 3 years later, they actually find out he's not a priest. We'll go from crypto tip of the week to sin of the week because of the
Yeah.
That's the best, man.
That would be really interesting.
I reckon it would. Just saying that'd be entertaining, and Rob's cracking up at Dobs's idea. I like
Probably
it.
get like the Archbishop, try and kill us or something because we're, doing something wrong.
They wouldn't do that. They're trying to hide worse things than that.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Well, that was a good topic, man.
It was a good topic. It went
So-
for a while, so the ones that go for a while are normally good.
Oh, they are. What's the next topic?
I think we're going to go cults.
Cults.
Cults, guys. So we're going to talk about cults.
Cults.
So we're going to, far out. There's like so much to talk about cults.
There is.
I mean, cult, that word can be a lot of different things. Do you know what I mean?
There is.
So, cults basically, what is it? Basically, a group of people that are obsessed.
Yes. Well,
Obsessive people.
me and Jess, we've said it on here before, we really love Louis Theroux's documentarian, right? And he did this documentary. I've got it up here. I've got the information right up here. In 2007, it was a BBC documentary he did, and it's called The Most Hated Family in America.
Right.
This family is a religious cult. And if you haven't seen this documentary, guys, find Louis Theroux, The Most Hated Family in America. He goes there twice. He's been back there, I think, 2011.
Yep.
They're mad.
They're mad.
So Louis Theroux is about the family at the core of the Westboro Baptist Church. So they're a religious cult, right? The organization was led by Fred Phelps and located in Topeka, Kansas. These guys, when you watch it,
Next level.
blows your mind.
Really?
And when Louis sits there and he's like, Louis is very, let's say, pragmatic with the way he gives himself. He always is open-minded every time he does a documentary. And he says to them straight out, he's talking, and he goes, so if I don't believe in God, he goes, what's happening to me? And they go, you're going to hell. They go, you're going to burn in hell. Like, straight, they're just like, they go to funerals of people that have served and died in the army and protest.
What?
Because they're doing the wrong thing in their eyes. They go to weddings and they protest with banners because they're saying you fornicate out of wedlock.
How did they know? They don't know that.
Dude, they are lost. If you haven't seen it.
Wow. Okay.
So look, in addition, they protest at funerals of US militaries killed in action with signs that display text such as God hates fags, thank God for dead soldiers. Because they're saying God's killing you because you're going to war. So these guys go to fight for their country and they go and hold these signs at their funerals.
Wow.
And I watched it and I said to Jess straight out, when we were watching it, I'm like, they get cops in front of them to protect them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wouldn't be able to do that as a police officer. If they said to me, go stand in the way so some random doesn't go kill them, I'll be like, listen, I'm not getting in the way of them because they're bringing everything on themselves. Like, I don't know how a cop goes and stands. Like, I know it's their job, but to go do that at a military funeral, you know what I mean? And then look, like, so they displayed, which is shown in the film, right? Theroux traveled to Kansas to spend time with members of the church and interview its leadership. He interviews church leaders, including Fred Phelps and Shirley Phelps. She's the daughter. She is, listen, if you haven't seen it, guys, it's crazy. So it's called The Most Hated Family in America. And this gives you an insight into cults.
So what are they? Christian?
Religious.
Is it a Christian or
Westboro Baptist Church.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. So is that? Where can you see that on YouTube or anything?
I think you might be able to. She disowns her own daughter, right? Because her daughter goes, "I want to leave the church," right? And she kicks her out.
That's right.
And she's never talked to her again.
Oh,
and her other daughter goes, "I'm interested in seeing this boy,"
Yeah.
and she disowns it. She goes, "Because you're not allowed to fornicate out of wedlock, and you thought about doing it, so you're unworthy."
Yeah, that's
It's next level.
That's
Right,
not
so
right. That's not right.
Dude,
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It gives you the biggest insight into cults when you like watch this.
How can people be like that, man?
They're just
Like, what makes people want
they're mind washed. Like that's just their mind. Yeah, I don't know. They get brainwashed young. Like, oh my god, how they've all started. We didn't.
to?
Jimmy did a dear Lord, today I offer you myself. Come breathe your life into my working day. He's doing a prayer. He's doing a prayer. My prayers tonight. Cult itself is not negative. It's a veneration or devotion to a person or object. There you go. HFD is a non-religious cult, Jimmy says, laughing.
Yeah.
My next novel is about a positive cult. I want to turn negative constatation upside down. There you go. Just saying, oh, interesting. Interesting, Rob, by Alex. Explain Freemasons to me, please. Are they considered a cult? I would say they're considered a cult, yep.
Freemasons run the world.
Yeah.
100%.
I would say they're considered
They run
a cult.
the world, man.
Cliques and groups in high school meet the definition of a cult. That's very true.
Yeah.
Brainwash, just saying, like you said, why do they do
Yeah.
it? Like me and Jess watched that Most Hated Fan, and it's the second one when he even goes back is even worse because you see in the first one he's sort of getting through to the daughter.
Yeah.
Then when he goes back there, like 4 years later, she's just gone. She's like, get out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like just it's. And then there's ones where I don't know the names, and he visits racial cults.
Racial cults.
Oh, they're crazy.
Well, you got the Ku Klux Klan.
Dude, he goes to the Aryan Union, which is pretty much Ku Klux Klan. They're the Aryan Union is the white supremacy. That's what they are. Aryan Union.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, eh?
Dude,
it's horrible.
Dude,
horrible.
He says this lady's got these two little girls.
And
he says to her straight out, he goes, if I like an ethnic or a black man, he goes, does that
mean?
And then she goes, you're going to die. She goes, you're going to burn in hell for that.
You can't say that.
That's how they are.
That's horrible.
And she's teaching, these little kids are like 4, 5, and they're going, we hate blacks. Yeah. We hate ethnics. We hate.
Yeah. See, that's how people, like, have made religion, like, how we said religion is, she said religion.
Yeah, of course.
That's the problem. Like, take it too far or they're not getting taught the right stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a good movie to watch it's on the Aryan Union. If you like movies, you ever seen American History X?
I think I have. I can't remember.
So American History X is based on the Aryan Union, white supremacy.
Yeah,
So they're a what racial cult.
Racial cult.
And
Yeah.
Edward Norton's in here. I think got won an Oscar for it. It's
Yeah.
about him getting out of it, and that movie's crazy. If you haven't seen American History X, it's next level. Rob says negative cults are usually about narrow-minded, power-hungry person, which is very true.
Yep, I agree.
So, I watched a documentary about the Heaven's Gate cult and the Wacko group. Utter nutters. Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's what I'm saying about. Well, when you watch this one about, with Louis,
Yeah.
you just think you go, these guys are lost. Like they're just cult.
Oh, they're people just.
Thank you. Zakal says, hi, KP and Chris. How are you? I hope you're feeling better, KP, from your surgery. I am. It's very sore.
Sore now?
It is sore, but I'm doing the podcast. I'm here.
Well, you know, he's performing pretty
You've
well,
probably
guys.
seen me. I don't know if anyone's not. I've been going like this all night. Because it's just
So poor KP.
my tongue. Just my tongue. But yeah, thank you, Zakal. Someone was asking for you before. Someone did say, where is Zakal?
Zakal, here
He's
he is.
usually in the chat with us. You know, he's
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
He's here. I'm convinced racists are all just bogans with exceptionally low IQ.
100%.
That's a good one from Jess.
That is.
What is the thing about racism? We spoke about it here before. Listen, and I've said it to you. I've been racially abused, and so have you.
Yeah.
The problem with racism is it's never going to go anywhere, and that's probably down to the internet now. We spoke about that previously. Racism doesn't go anywhere because of what I just said.
Yeah.
Someone's racist. They have a kid. That kid has no choice. That kid's becoming racist because their parent is going to teach them to be racist.
Yeah, of course.
And that's,
of course.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
that's what's
yeah.
happening. They're
But
never going to not be racist.
it's not as bad as it used to be. Not
reckon
back in the 50s.
I think it is.
You reckon it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I
man.
just think they hide it. I think the people that are racist now make out they're not, and when they go home, they're like, oh yeah, that wog, that black.
Maybe.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
But it's more like the younger generation. I don't think so, man.
Maybe not.
The older, like, you know, the baby boomers and the, you know, our
Yeah,
generation
yeah.
maybe, but like the youngsters, they're not as. The Don's looking at me and says, "I'm a baby boomer."
See, I actually disagree. See, this is what's the best thing about the podcast. I actually think that it's just as bad.
You're
I just think
bad.
like I said, they hide
I
it
don't know.
because they're all getting taught. Anyone that's racist has been taught to be racist. They're not racist for no
Yeah,
reason.
but everyone's a Karen now. Everyone's a Karen,
It
man.
doesn't matter.
Do you know what I
It
mean?
doesn't matter. That's why they do what we said. We hate the internet. They wait. I'll give you an example, right? I'll bring it back to soccer because soccer's what I do. So there's a kid that plays for Man United,
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford. He's been giving all his power to feed the kids in England that don't have homes, underprivileged kids, and he's raised millions for them.
Mm.
He missed a penalty for England in the Euros. A minute after he missed the penalty, there was millions of tweets calling him a black so-and-so.
Yeah, yeah, it's wrong.
So
But-
that's just showing you racism is there. This
Oh.
guy has helped millions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then they go and just be racist to him. When
Yeah,
he's probably
yeah.
helped one of their relatives.
yeah, yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not an issue.
as
Definitely
Rob
is.
is saying what I said, no, Chris, it starts at home. Because that's what it is. They just teach you.
No, I don't think there is racism still an issue now, but I'm just saying that it was worse back in the day. Like I'm just saying it was like the young
outcomes,
kids don't.
no, see, I agree. The outcomes of racism were worse back in the day. Slavery.
Oh,
et
of
cetera,
course,
things like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But now they're still there. It's just they get away with it
Yeah.
because they're here. They're behind this.
Yeah, true.
Rob said he was writing it straight when I said it. They're just getting taught to be racist. And then Jess is just saying, yeah. And then Alex says, the Karen cult.
The Karen cult.
Because you said everyone's a Karen now.
Well, everyone's a Karen. Not everyone, but you know that's the whole.
Do you know, I admitted to Jess the other night, you know, when we're at Jazzman's wedding,
Yeah.
and your partner Amanda said that Karen was telling John to put
Yeah.
his mask on.
Is that racist?
No, I admitted to Jess later, I think it was the next day. I said, I thought Amanda was calling her Karen because her name tag was Karen.
No way.
And then, yeah, Jess had to
No,
explain
no.
to me the whole Karen.
No, look,
thing.
everyone's just political correctness is just through the roof these days.
I'm a bit like Johnny Lawrence, man, you know, like
Yeah,
not
yeah.
with the times.
Yeah, but everyone's so anal these days about
Oh,
things.
of course they are.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Listen.
you can't say things,
Ca-
so people don't say it, so it's
I'll-
not as bad.
I'll give an example. I know a guy,
Yeah.
is probably my dad's friend, that will get more upset about, say, if let's just say I got racially abused by a white person, whatever, he's a white guy, he'd get more upset about it because he wants to be politically correct.
Yeah, true.
more than the bloke that's getting racially abused.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's how people are now.
Yeah. It's
You know?
it's different. It is different, but there are a lot of that's changed the world too.
Yeah, of course.
Karens and
Of course.
political correctness.
Yeah, so that's true. I admitted that to Jess that I thought Amanda was calling her Karen because it was her name. I had no idea, bro.
It's funny, man. But no, look, there's different types of cults as well.
Of course.
It's not just about racism. There's you're part of. Oh, sorry.
You got to
Karen.
read that.
Karen, now a word in the
Macquarie.
Macquarie dictionary. It's giving them power through recognition. This is so wrong.
Is that actually true, Rob?
Okay.
Is that a word describing a person in the Macquarie dictionary? That's next level.
That is next level.
If that's true, that's right. What he's saying, that's giving them power through recognition. That is wrong. That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Yeah, no, it's not right. There are plenty of professional protesters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Professional protesters. That's what we'll say they are. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
But
No.
like you were about to say, there is different types of cults, isn't there?
Yeah, like you follow one of the biggest
To me,
soccer
following
clubs
me
or
on
football
it's like a
clubs,
cult.
and that's a cult.
Of course.
You know, me following Port Adelaide, I know it's not as big as that, but you have a cult following.
No, but they say like we like the movie Highlander. We're talking about it.
like
They're
a
saying
cult.
Highlander has a cult following.
It does.
Because it's not, you know.
It does. Star Wars has a cult following.
I follow it.
They're a cult following.
It is.
And
It
they're
is.
crazy about it.
Oh, they are.
Crazy.
I am crazy about it.
Wrestling. I
Cult
follow
following.
wrestling. It's a cult following. Do you know what I mean? And people are so obsessed these days with things.
Jess says money scheming cults. There, definitely.
Definitely.
Well, that's what they do now. Look at everyone now who isn't getting a message these days telling you.
Every day I get a
Everyone gets them. And that's a money scheming cult, isn't it?
all the time, man. And it's
bad,
the same
isn't it?
people.
It's
And I
bad,
said to them,
isn't
take me off your calling list. I don't want to talk to you again.
Do you know what this guy?
Take me off. And they just keep calling
This guy
me.
rang me and he said to me, "Listen," he goes, "if you don't accept now, he goes, you're not going to get your 80,000 Bitcoin." That's what he said to me.
Yeah.
And I said, "Dude, I'm already a Bitcoin millionaire." And he hung up.
That's the best.
So Rob is saying it's true. Yes, Karen is in the dictionary, as is Doe, for like Homer. ISO is, and COVIDot.
What's that?
Is it dot? I can't read. COVIDiot. Is that right?
Yeah. Amanda goes, ask the Don about Amway.
Yes, Amanda. Pyramid schemes.
What?
What?
You know what Amway is?
Where I didn't even. Oh, ask the Don about Amway.
Amway is like a pyramid. Oh, is it pyramid scheme?
It's a set of door-to-door things.
Yeah. But you get like points if you don't. You get like commissions.
I don't know.
So you know what the thing is? You know what's so funny is. You know what's so funny about the HFD family?
What?
Is our viewers just know to ask the Don.
The Don's wild.
He's like our almanac.
He's
Listen,
our-
if we're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the Don is our call.
That's right.
He's our phone call. Not Google, the Don.
My ex was involved in Amway, and I didn't even know what she was doing.
Oh, they just sell products, but the products are high quality, but and they cost a bit extra, but they're good quality and they last forever. That's what it is. They're good products, but it's a.
Cryptopolis said she once told a scammer what cryptos he should buy.
That's
Well, that's
the
what I said
best.
when he was telling me about Bitcoin. I was like, I'm already a Bitcoin millionaire, man. And he just hung up.
Yeah,
man.
but yeah, there's a lot of cults. Yeah, like money scamming cults.
Oh, big time. Jess hit the nail on
Yeah.
the head with that one. Like,
Yeah, and it's it's very prevalent right now these days.
oh, because they can get to you.
Yeah.
It was massive in the 80s, Amanda's saying. Great cleaning
Oh,
products.
Amway. Yeah,
Great
they are.
cleaning products.
Yeah, they are good cleaning products. Yeah,
Great cleaning products.
but they're
Is this like Nutrimedics?
yeah, it's like that. They're good products, but you can't buy them on the shelf.
That's next level.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
There's cults everywhere.
there's cults everywhere.
And like Rob said, like we said, he hit the nail on the head when he said it. You said it about sports. There's some cults that are not bad.
no,
But then there's these bad ones like religious,
but
racist.
don't you think that everything that's obsessive is bad? If you obsess about something that's bad, that obsessive about something, to me that's bad. Everything should be in moderation
Probably true.
because people just go too crazy and they forget about who they are or what they, what's
Probably.
the purpose in life. They might forget about their family, because
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
you said, you follow Port Power like a cult following, right?
yeah,
Doesn't make you forget about your family.
no, but there's people that it does do that to. Not just porn. I'm saying anything.
No, I'm just giving.
Yeah,
an
like
example.
it does. Like people get obsessed.
Yeah, of
with
course
stuff
they
like
do.
that,
Of course. Yeah, I agree.
So it's not that good. Arbon's another one. Yeah.
Arbon, all these pyramid things. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. KP with soccer, Jess said. Obsessed with things.
And especially soccer. Your whole life's around soccer, right?
That's the best.
Because you love it.
I love soccer.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't.
Yeah, but listen, I grew up, right, and people might whatever think this is. Some of my best childhood memories were soccer. Like I look back when I sat there with my dad watching the '94 World Cup in this room.
Yeah.
On a Rank Arena TV that was the worst TV in the history of mankind, but it lasted for 797 years. You know, watching the World Cup is like the best memories of my life. I grew up with soccer around.
Oh yeah, I know.
And then I started playing soccer, and I was semi good at it, so I loved it.
I don't think. Would you say it's a cult? It's probably only a cult if you take it too far.
Maybe I don't. Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I mean?
Jess is cracking up about the soccer thing, and then Rob says the Oracle Chris sharing words of wisdom in relation to the bell curve.
What do you mean by the bell curve? What do you mean by that?
Saying about the meaning of life, and you said the obsession and.
Yeah, well, there is like people get really obsessed, and I think that's when stuff like that becomes you're actually in a cult.
Yeah.
You know, if it makes you change your life, where you're obsessed with it so much that it's hurting your family, it's hurting you, it's hurting people around you. That's when you can call it a cult. But if you're just following Manchester United, I don't think it's a cult. I don't think you're following a cult. You're following a football team.
It's pretty obsessive.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It has a cult following.
Of course it does.
But I mean, that word is thrown loosely around.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? It's not like a cult where you know you're a bloody Ku Klux Klan and you're.
Well, it's like they say when they say it's like when they say bring it back like you said about sports. Like when they say he's a cult hero at a club.
Yeah.
You know, like Warren Treadwell is a cult hero. You know.
Yeah, but that's not like he's a cult like you know.
Yeah.
Like he's bad. It's not a bad thing.
Not your regular. Cake says cults are people that feed off the vulnerable, and Jess is agreeing.
They do. They do feed off the vulnerable. Like,
well, in that one that we watched with Louis, that Worst Family in America, there's this guy. They hired this guy that was just this normal bloke to do video for them, and then by the time Louis gets there, he's like up high in their church. They convinced him to join, and he's like,
do you reckon? Look, I know there's like people out there that are Catholic, but do you reckon the Catholics with the Pope are a cult?
Yeah, definitely. Why else?
Because why would they support someone that's got gold robes, and then there's people outside of that are
on the street asking begging for food.
money? Yeah, that's a cult, man. Why would people go and support?
You know what that reminds me of? It's like a You know what that is? You know that, like you said, he sits there in his robes and there's people out there begging for food. You know what that honestly is? So funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny, but it's so weird that it's like a glorified version of Mad Max. Yeah. Like Mad Max, that guy's up there, he's got all the water.
Yeah.
And he turns the water on to get the people and they get the water and he's sitting there up there loving it and they're just begging.
Yeah.
That's the Pope. Think about it.
Yeah, it is, man. And I don't understand. And
people
buy it. That's what I don't understand. Look, I'm not putting anyone's religion down. And the Catholic come from a Christian. Yeah,
I'm putting them down.
I'm not going to put it down. I don't want to offend anyone.
I don't want to offend anyone, but I'm putting it down. And I said it last week. Until they give an explanation as to why they took George Pell to the Vatican, I'm putting them down.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a pedophile.
He is a pedophile.
Convicted pedophile.
Yep.
And they took him there.
Yep.
And are protecting him, so I'm putting him down.
Yeah.
I don't care if that upsets people. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here, guys. Controversial.
Exactly. Power is intoxicating to the leaders, and then find they are in. Rob is saying, can't stop. It's like an addictive drug. Yeah, I agree. There you go. Yeah. Just call me Vicky using my daughter's account. Don't know how to change the name. Not your regular cake.
Oh, that's all right.
We like that name.
Not your regular cake. We do like that name. It's a cool.
Tell you what, a cake that the Don makes is not your regular cake.
Did you guys see the
muffins?
The muffins were pretty good.
We're gonna have potato at them later during the Michael Jackson segment.
Michael Jackson. All right. Serta.
And Serta.
Serta.
What's Serta?
What's Serta? What's that?
Tell you what, this is what we've got to have Rob back. He's very
Rob, man. You got
to come back to the podcast. We've got to have a day on the podcast with Rob and the Don. It'll be next level.
It'll be next level.
They'll be talking to me and you'll be like this.
We'll be like, wow. No, we won't even come on. We just have them on.
That's coming next week, Jess. So next week, this is actually a lot of these topics. I'll give her a shout out now.
Okay.
Tonight's topics and next week's. A lot of them are been
Some
given
of them,
to
yeah.
us by Jess, haven't
I
they?
think 2 of them tonight.
Yeah. So and Jess, we got one coming in from Jess next week. The topic is going to be about unpopular opinions. So next week, guys,
next week.
that's going to be a real good topic. So
Yeah, and we're going to talk about our YouTube struggles.
Yep.
And what's the other one?
Well, I don't know if we've picked the third one yet. We did. We
did, I can't
we'll get
remember.
that. So Rob says most cult leaders have been found to be highly intelligent. Oh, that's probably true. They are. Yeah, I agree. Well,
Yeah,
have you
they
seen?
are. They're
Have you
smart.
seen Tiger King?
Yes. Oh, not all of it.
Well, so that other guy, that Doc Antler, he was in a cult.
Yeah.
Cult, man. Like Zach Howe says, KP, Manchester United visiting Atletico Madrid tomorrow. I'm doing a watch along, Zach Howe. So if you want to come and see me and John, we are going to be doing a watch along because John actually rang me and said, "Are we doing a watch along tomorrow?" Didn't he?
He did.
He did. So
He did. So
you gotta
make sure you join that watch along, Zakal.
Oh, it says it was typing error. There you go. So
Oh. Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of cults out there, guys, and if you're in one, yeah, just be careful. I
you
guess.
know, back to that, like Scientology is a cult.
Scientology is a cult. You know what I think the biggest cult, and what's the name? Not your regular cake mentioned them. Freemasons are the biggest cult in the
Oh,
world.
of course they are.
That's the biggest cult in the world.
Yeah, of course.
I reckon followed by Scientology
Followed by
and
Scientology.
Ku Klux Klan.
Followed. Ku Klux Klan ties in with the other one, the Aryan Union.
Yeah.
The Aryan Union is
Yeah,
massive,
yeah.
and the Ku Klux Klan is
Yeah.
just a form of that.
Yeah, and the Freemasons they do run the world.
Yeah, they're next level.
Yeah, so a lot of the people that are in the elite positions are in the Freemasons. So, and some of them are. Oh, look, you got some nice Freemasons.
Yeah,
people.
Rob sent me that. Rob has actually had some good ideas. We're gonna get onto them on the next couple of shows. Me and Rob sent me some ideas. I talked about it with you earlier about some World Cup ideas and that we're gonna actually.
Yeah, the World
go
Cup.
with.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Rob had this idea about commercials and segments and what makes them good or bad. It was a good idea. So we're gonna. I told Rob I like the ideas. He keeps them through. He's very. And we've had some nice ideas from the Jazz Man, haven't we? He's going to be here next week, isn't he?
The Jazz Man will be here next week, so we might actually. We'll see what ideas the third topic could be one of his ideas. We'll see. We will see.
What did Jess say? Huh? I was fridge, but KP trained me to deal with pantry.
What's that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, fridge. Fridge is the only way. Fridge. No.
Register your cult as a non-profit or religious organization and you pay no tax. Isn't that what Scientology do, Rob? Scientology have done that. They've registered themselves as a non-profit organization. They make all this money and they don't have to pay tax. That's why they almost got shut down because they were so close to getting this tax bill that was.
Isn't like Tom Cruise in that in that?
What? Yeah, big time. Ha, fridge is the only way. What are they talking about?
I don't know what fridge is. What do you mean, like a fridge?
And
like,
Jess
like
is
a
laughing.
fridge?
He's like, Jess trying to. Like, you mean like a fridge?
Like a fridge
Like
you
a
open?
cereal? Or
Like
like a-
cereal?
I'm like, it's like, you know what thing? It's like I'm gonna know what Jess is talking about, then I'm gonna go, oh shit, I didn't know. It's like gone right over my head.
It's like a cereal.
It's like it's gone right over my head, and I probably should know what's happening.
No, we don't know what that is. So, but
Maybe it was something we missed.
missed something in the chat. If anyone,
I don't know.
give us a
Oh, Jess said, oh my god, yes, good idea. Tomato sauce in the fridge or pantry. And Jess said, I was a fridge, but KP trained me to the pantry. And do you know what? I actually don't care.
in the fridge, man.
I don't think it matters. That's me. Honest to God, I actually don't think it matters.
I don't know.
I only think it matters if it's like a 40-degree day or something. You should go. Do you know what I mean? But sauce it doesn't matter. Well, where do you put your eggs?
In the fridge.
Why?
Why not?
When eggs are they laid in a fridge?
It keeps them fresh.
No. Do you want me to tell you there's a fact?
What's the fact?
The only reason eggs are put in the fridge here is because they're sprayed with a certain something after they're laid, and you got to keep them in the fridge because if an egg has already been refrigerated, it needs to keep being refrigerated. That's why now in Coles and that
They're in the fridge.
there's some new Coleses.
Oh, they're on
They're
the
on the shelf.
Yeah.
They haven't been refrigerated before.
Oh.
An egg only has to be refrigerated if it's already been refrigerated.
Oh,
That's,
right.
that's actual fact. If it's been
Wow.
if you buy it from a fridge, keep it in the fridge. But if you buy it, it's on the shelf, you can shelf it.
You learn something every day, guys.
Yeah. So you're just saying I was eggs in the fridge too, but that's true. So if it's been in the fridge, you have to refrigerate it, otherwise it'll go off quick.
No, I didn't know that.
But yeah, if it comes, like we've got chickens here,
Hmm.
so you don't need to refrigerate them because
No.
they haven't been in the
You
fridge.
get a lot of eggs in the oven?
Yeah.
You get heaps of eggs?
Yeah.
That's good.
Just the same.
But no,
rules that
also,
you do too.
we have at home, we have sauce. After we open it, it's in the fridge. But I know.
I actually don't think it matters with sauce, to be honest. That's just me.
No?
It's what people say about the toilet paper. Do you like it rolling out or the other way? I actually don't care.
I doesn't
But
like.
some people like it
Don't
full on
really-
about it.
Don't really
People
care.
are like, no, you got to put it this way.
Let me ask you a question, because you live with Jess. Do you put the seat down after you use it?
She spews.
Just do?
Jess used to spew, but now she just does it.
I always leave it down, man. If you get into a habit, you just do it.
Have you seen that movie?
Just
There's
do
a
it.
movie with Ashton Kutcher and Cameron Diaz. Jess can say it in there.
Yeah.
What it's in. Cameron Diaz is explaining to Ashton Kutcher. She's got the tongs and she's holding the chair and she's going, look, it goes up and it goes down. It goes up and down. And I'm like, it's just like telling a man that a toilet seat goes down is like, they can't comprehend it.
Can't comprehend it. Well, I'm pretty good at it. I've always put it down, so because I live with three girls.
Yeah, well, that's
Three
right.
women, so-
Blair Witch Project was fiction, but set as real, Rob says. Eggs are in the shelf in Audi, I'm pretty sure. That means they can stay shelf. But if
Eggs are
they're
in the
fridge,
shelf.
you got to put them in the fridge. If you buy it from a fridge, put it in a fridge. That's right.
What happens if you don't? What happens to the
They'll
egg?
go off quicker. They'll go
Okay.
off heaps quick.
Yeah. I slam it down.
I slam it down 12 a.m.
Oh,
That's making me
God.
look bad.
Always put it down, man. Always.
I'm the villain.
Always. Even if I'm here and I know there's a guy, I still put it down. I'm just used to doing it.
It's a man thing, isn't it? But for you to ask it, it's a guy thing. Keep it
No,
simple.
but like, because I've lived with.
Yeah, but I'm saying
girls
for
for
you
so
to
long,
ask
you
the
gotta
question,
do it.
you know it's a guy thing.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's
But,
crazy.
It is crazy.
Yes, I slam it down 12 a.m. You guys make me look bad. Well, so we've touched on colds and everyone's chimed in. John said sauce in the fridge up there.
Sauce in the fridge?
Like it's
Yeah, that's me. I've got sauce in the fridge.
sauce in
it's-
Australia, fridge invented by an Australian, so sauce must go in the fridge. There you go, Rob says.
What a nice guy.
What if it's ketchup?
Still true.
What if it's ketchup?
It's the same thing, man.
He's still toilet training then, that's right. Tomatoes stay good longer out of the fridge, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
true.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Jamie,
No, it's true.
what's that guy?
Oliver.
Jamie Oliver said
But
that.
that is
Yep.
true.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
I'm saying, it's the same
Oh.
about eggs. When a tomato grows, it's not growing on a fridge.
No.
It's growing on a plant. Like
No.
it's...
Actually, you know what the
He will never learn that, she reckons, about the toilet. I'll prove that wrong now. Now that she said I'll never learn it.
you just gotta get it into the habit.
No, but
if
now
you
that
get into the
you-
habit, you'll be alright.
Now that she said that, it'll be like my vendetta to like do it. It'll be 10 years now.
Oh no! All right, 10 years now.
Come on,
Far
man.
out.
Calm down. Stop taking shots.
You know how you do it when you go to the toilet? Every time, just put it down after you finish. That's it, and you'll get
I'll
used
just go to the toilet sitting down.
to it. Yeah, do that.
And then it'll be done.
You know, a lot of people do that in
It'll
other
just be-
countries because it's cleaner.
It'll just be done. It'll be down.
You know, there's some people there's a lot of Muslim countries where they do that because
it's
it's
cleaner.
cleaner. Yeah.
There you go.
And they don't want to put any like urine on their feet or anything.
Zakal says the spicy fried chicken at Red Rooster is out in every store.
Oh, we should have done that tonight.
I can't do spicy. I'm not allowed to eat spice for 2 weeks.
We did a food review tonight, Zakal. We did
Lord of the Fries.
Lord of the Fries, so that should be out in the next week or so. So yeah, check it out. I'll try to do the spicy fried chicken maybe next week. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
See how we go. Maybe me and John, we might jump in the car and do.
Today he said it came out.
Today
Yeah.
came out. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
We better dab that.
Dab that. I think. Or we could, do this.
Jess said if I cared enough, I'd have made a bigger deal. It's okay. Is it being nice to me now?
Yeah. No, it is what it is. If you can live with it, it's okay.
I like it. I like it. I'll fix this problem now. You watch. In a.
Can we have an update on
In like 5 months' time, you'll say, "Hey Jess, let's carry for the toilet."
Sit down.
It's down all the time.
All right. So what's the next topic, KP? Are we finished with Colts?
We are.
Everyone happy
So-
with Colts?
We're done with Colts. I think everyone tries to agree that Colts are a
Fitness.
bit crazy. So it's the return.
The return.
The return of
Super.
I miss the Rogan Files, man. I miss the Rogan Files. So
We do miss them.
before we get onto it, Rob says not many Red Roosters in Adelaide. 2 near me shut down a few years ago. Well, Red Rooster's been accused of being like a.
I think it's a money laundering.
It's been accused of that, hasn't
Yeah,
it? Like
money
a money
laundering.
laundering because no one's ever in them.
One's are in them.
But you know, we'll go give them some fried chicken. Yeah, because this is on there.
With the watch
YouTube,
yeah.
So the Rogan Files are returning, man, and this is something you've sort of wanted to be talking about. You've brought it up a few times, so I'll let you kick it off. We're talking about the not to do with his other conspiracies, whatever, but the actual conspiracy of Michael Jackson's death.
Look, you know, when Michael Jackson died in 2009, we all were shocked, weren't we?
Oh,
It's one of the biggest shocks because, like, you know, as a kid growing up, you just loved the guy.
dude, he's one. He is.
It's probably
I'm
one
not.
of the
You know, I'm
best.
not going to actually say one of. He's probably the best musical artist of all time.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
In
best
my
ever.
opinion, he is anyway.
Yeah, 100%. And just the way he died, there's a lot of controversy behind it. You know, he was doing those concerts. He had like 30 concerts.
Yeah, around the world.
And just to die suddenly just before that happened, it was just and there's a lot of conspiracy theories around it. I don't know
What was the one that you said? It's a big. You sort of believe it.
Well, basically, he knew that what was going around in the world. Now, do you remember that song that goes, "All I want to see that they don't really care about
Yeah.
it." So that talks about how
they don't really care.
like the government and the elite and all them, they don't really care about us. They don't really care about the people.
Yeah.
And you're trying to warn us, and he was going to do these 30 concerts to finish, and I believe, and a lot of people believe, that he was going to reveal a lot in these concerts, and because they got a wind of that, right, they killed him. They killed him before he could do the concerts, because you think about Michael Jackson, right? He's one of the biggest pop stars ever. Like
he is the biggest.
and you would talk about cult following.
He's not one of. He's got the
alright,
highest selling album ever. Everything. He's the biggest
Yeah.
pop star ever.
But he's the biggest pop star ever, right? So he's going, like, people follow him like a cult.
Yeah.
Talking about cults, right?
Yeah.
So whatever he says, they're going to listen. People will listen to them.
Yeah.
People will listen to
Yeah.
him. And that's what they were scared of. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why they killed him. That was one of the conspiracy
Yeah.
theories behind it.
Amanda says, I love Red Rooster chips. And Jess completely agrees. And this comment that Rob wrote now is spot on. You sang the song, didn't you?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. Because I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson's dad doesn't care as long as the post-mortem dollars keep coming in. And it's true. His dad's the whole family.
Is his dad still alive?
The dad and the eldest brother were the real bad ones. Like they were.
Yeah. So that's really interesting, Mafia
Bikies considered a cult.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
If they're obsessive and
Well, Mafia, bikies, yeah, they would be considered a cult. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, they
not
would
in
be.
the traditional way. I guess.
Not in it, but they
Very
are.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the thing I always ask is, why didn't he just reveal this stuff earlier? When he was at the peak of his powers, why didn't he do it? Because, again, he was out of the limelight for a long time.
Because he knew that they would kill him. So why, if he knew that, then why would he do it? And then he just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it," and he did it, and they killed him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I get it.
Yeah. And and look what they did after his death. They
tried to
shamed
make
him,
look
and so bad. And I just think he was protecting the kids because the kids are the ones that are the victims and everything. That in these, he was going to reveal a lot what happens in Hollywood, what happens in, the music industry. He was going to reveal everything. And when he would have said stuff to people, as I said, they would have listened. You know what I mean? Because he had that much power.
Yeah.
And that's why they were so scared of him, because he had that much power and influence over people that he would have done a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And if he revealed what really happens, the world would have just lost it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's one of the conspiracies. I think there's a few other ones.
Rob says the Kiss Army is a cult by definition. Do you mean the Kiss Army like the band?
Yeah.
They definitely would be a cult.
Yeah.
By definition.
Well, that's one of the Michael Jackson conspiracies. What's any other ones?
Let's
Does
have a
anyone
look.
know any other ones, guys?
I'll read this one. Let's
Oh,
read
yeah,
one here. Oh, that's the book. So the book is called The Murder of Michael Jackson, The Cover-Up and Conspiracy.
Yeah, some people actually think that Michael Jackson's alive. He actually faked his death.
Some people think Tupac's alive.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny. On TikTok. There's a guy that claims that he's a time traveler, and he said that.
Is his name Marty McFly? Then I don't believe
I
it.
think it's Marty. No, it's not. But anyway, I don't know what his name is. But he was saying on TikTok, I was scrolling through TikTok, and it came up on my feed.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm gonna tell you these dates and keep these dates in mind because this is what's gonna happen. And one of the dates, can't remember what date it was, but someone famous coming back to life. That's what he reckons. And I was like, the first thing I thought of was Michael Jackson, and then I thought of Tupac. So.
What if it's someone famous coming back to life?
And this guy's going, if you don't believe me, just wait till those dates. I'm like, okay, whatever, mate. It's hard to believe. Could you please come with me to WWE Wrestling for my team? I just want to do WWE.
MJ escaped to a normal life, Rob said, and Not Your Regular Cake agrees. MJ never had a proper childhood, a normal life. I think he yearned for that every day. I agree with that. You could tell his family, they knew at 5 he was so talented they exploited him. They made the Jackson 5, and without Michael Jackson, they wouldn't have made any money.
No.
He was the star.
He was the star.
Yeah,
he was.
And he was a kid.
He was. Shacked up with
Elvis and Tupac.
See, I don't think Elvis is alive. Even if he was after his faked his death, I don't think
No, but he would be...
He'd be like 90.
What year was Elvis born?
How about Bruce Lee?
year
Yeah?
was he
Nah,
even born,
Bruce Lee died. I reckon. I don't think he's alive. I don't think.
Elvis was born 1935. So he'd
be like in his 80s.
87.
No.
87.
87, yeah. Yeah, he'd be an old man now, so...
Bruce Lee was born similar time, was he? Maybe 40s?
Yeah. So Rob said there's a few so-called...
1940,
Yeah,
Bruce Lee.
There's a few so-called time travelers on TikTok. December 25th was supposed to be monumentous. Was supposed to be monumentous on a global scale. It didn't happen. Yeah, of course. Look, I'm not saying these guys are...
Wasn't 2012 meant to be something?
Yeah, of course. All I'm saying is that these guys are on there and they're saying this. I'm just giving you what they said.
Well, wasn't the world meant to end in 2012?
Yeah, of course. It's supposed to end every year. Every year there's a new doomsday. So
Princess Diana is alive, Amanda says.
yeah,
MJ was a huge influencer. Not your regular cake. How about Hitler? Fake death?
Well, I always said Hitler escaped to the Hollow Earth.
What about, if Hitler was a fake death, what about Osama?
Well, we never got told. We talked about this, I reckon.
We did, yeah.
We don't know. They killed him in the ocean. They threw him, so we got no idea. That's what they said, but how can you believe anything?
They threw Optimus Prime. No, Megatron in the ocean too.
I reckon, and going back to the internet, that's what it's done. It's made us question more because there's so many lies
the
that come
from. The Hitler one is in 1948 or something.
Yeah. Oh, we don't know. We don't know.
No, but I'm saying the death of Hitler was meant to be at the end of World War II.
But no one saw it. No one found his body.
But what I'm saying is the internet wasn't around then.
No.
And this is still the story back then.
I know.
And the stories, really with the Hitler story, the story's never changed. It's been for 70 odd years that he...
But no one found remains of his body, ever. So where did his body go? That's the question that's why people are skeptical about it. You know what I mean? And it's very interesting to talk about. But yeah, is there any other Michael Jackson stuff?
It's hard to find them. It's hard,
Yeah.
but I think the most prevalent one is the one you said.
Yeah.
That he was going to, like out them pretty much.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
And like if you listen to his song, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Like if you listen to lyric, it really explains like what's You actually have to listen to it lyric by lyric. It's really crazy what the lyrics do actually say. He's just reading some stuff now, guys.
Yeah, I'm just reading some weird things about Michael Jackson.
There was a guy, I think his doctor tried to kill him.
Well, they said that he got done for murder, didn't he? The doctor?
Yeah, did he?
Yeah, I think
He
so.
went to jail for it. Yeah,
I think so, for the drug, because
yeah.
he's given him so many prescription drugs that were just,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did, yeah. So,
Hitler's body's never been found. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elvis Presley
yeah, Elvis Presley's doctor, I think, was the same, got
Yeah.
done.
was free too.
For Tina, the Cryptopolis is saying the German Prime Minister is Hitler's daughter.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Let's find this.
Internet hype. What do you mean by internet hype, Robert? CC is wild. That's what Team Thos is saying. Thanks, Team Thos. He's on TikTok.
Olaf Scholz replaces Angela Merkel as German Chancellor.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's true.
Don't know, guys, about that one. That's the first time I've heard about that. So
The German Prime
Minister.
Chancellor, they have the Chancellor over there. Is it Hitler's daughter?
Angela Merkel.
Now she's been replaced, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Olaf. Angela Merkel has been replaced, but Olaf Scholz replaces outgoing German Chancellor Angela Merkel as a new coalition is announced.
So is that Hitler's?
Olaf Scholz. Well, Merkel's not. I know that.
How about Scholz?
I want to find out.
We're just doing some
Scholz.
research here, guys.
Yeah,
Zakal.
but he's a guy, Olaf Scholz.
It's a guy. It's not a girl.
Merkel's not his daughter.
I think so. Oh, she looks like him some.
Zakal says Robert W. Burke owns Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch now. Do you know that? Thanks,
Who owns that?
Ronald Burke.
Oh.
Ronald Burkle. Sorry. Burkle. Burkle.
Born in Hamburg.
So I didn't even know Hitler had kids. Did he have kids?
Don't know. What's the name? Tell us the name.
The name of the lady, do you guys know? Of the German Prime Minister?
Well, because they have Chancellor. That's how.
Well, just put like, who is the German Prime Minister?
I did that, but it went to the Chancellors.
Ah, okay.
Internet used for truths and falsehoods make us question everything, even if 100%. Oh,
Yeah, 100%. Yep. You always have to. Yeah, everything's questioned now. Before, nothing was questioned.
Says her father was just a Lutheran clergyman. Received a pastorate in Peru. She obtained doctorate in quantum chemistry. Wasn't nothing about Hitler.
No.
I don't know. Not sure.
Interesting. I thought they would have had a president and a prime minister.
Chancellor.
Chancellor.
Chancellor. That's what they call it.
Yeah, Markle.
Nah, she's not Hitler's daughter.
How do you know?
It's just I just told you.
Why?
Well, do you think she is?
I don't know. She could have changed her name. Why would you? You know,
She could have.
kind of looks like Hitler.
She could have. Well, I'm going to tell you how she's not.
How?
Because she's born in 1958. And if Hitler died in 19...
Maybe he didn't die.
I'm just saying. Do you know what I mean? No, that's Olaf Scholz, I think, that's born then. But I'm not sure about her. I don't know how old she is.
Oh no! There we go. We're uncovering mysteries.
She's born... Does it say when she's born? I don't know, man.
There you go, guys. Oh, there you go.
54. So that sort of debunks that as well.
Well, not
If
really.
Hitler's dead.
If Hitler's dead.
Yeah.
No one knows if he is. or
No,
not.
I'm just saying. So if he died when if he died when they say he died,
Yeah, and that's
it's
what everyone
impossible.
did say. Yeah,
It's impossible.
So yeah, I don't think that's true, but you might be
Is that a conspiracy that it's his daughter?
Maybe it's a conspiracy. I don't know.
I'd never heard that one, but she looks a bit like Hitler.
Was a Hitler.
Was she?
Yeah.
The Don reckons she was a Hitler. There you go. There you go. Bob Marley was also a huge influencer. He was.
He was.
Bob Marley. You know, when I was in Thailand, I had cornrows, and all the blokes were calling me Bob Marley and Eddie Murphy.
Oh really?
because I was like so tanned.
I think I saw the picture.
They're calling me Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
He was trying to get me to buy it. He was going to Bob Marley. It was funny,
Gee.
man.
Nah, look, yeah, nah. Michael Jackson, he was, yeah, he was.
Do you believe that one that you're saying wholeheartedly? You believe that?
I think there's some truth in it, but I don't know, man.
The only thing that I say is a bit weird about it is why didn't he do it earlier? If he knew all this,
because like he was being gagged, man. Like there was
Yeah, I know, but
they silenced people. They say
because-
he knew he was part of all that
yeah,
craziness.
but what I'm
right?
saying is when he died, he was not as influential as he was, let's say, 20 years before.
No, but like it doesn't matter, man. You
No,
put
that's
a Michael
what I'm-
Jackson,
that's just the
yeah, but
point
you put a
I'm
Michael Jackson concert on,
Oh, it's crazy.
you know,
Yeah.
and people love him. So
Yeah.
and I don't know, like it just ties
Jimi
in.
Hendrix, that's very
It
true.
just ties
like,
in with the pedophilia scandal and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, because like those kids that they interviewed, just looked like they were lying.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the interviews, they don't look
Nah.
legit. Looks awful.
Well,
Like
they
how
get
much
paid.
money did they get paid to
Well,
say
the
what they
thing
said?
that I say about it is,
You know what I mean?
I always say about that interview, why didn't you guys come out while he was alive so he could be convicted?
Yeah.
That's the thing I say about
Yeah.
that one. That's me personally, but
No, I don't know. Yeah, look, it's
they're using Michael Jackson's song in the Canadian protests at the moment. What Canadian protests?
there's massive Canadian protests in
Oh,
Canada, and like you can't apparently
It's
now.
about C word.
It's about mandates. It's
Oh,
about
yeah,
that
that's what I
kind of
mean.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's about that.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
people are like the government there have gone rogue, man. Like you can't now. It's
In Canada,
you're a terrorist if you're a protester.
that's
So
not
if you
true.
protest, you're a terrorist. So basically, that's like
How
saying
does that work?
yeah, exactly. So you can't protest. Well, that's not a democracy. That
But
is
like,
not. That's
what
not.
if I'm a kid and my dad says to me, "You've got to eat this broccoli," and I protest that? Does that make me does
Exactly.
that make me a terrorist?
That's what they're saying.
That's ridiculous.
They're saying.
No, that's because they're blocking the roads and they don't let trucks.
Yeah, they're blocking all the roads and that because they're trying to protest.
So a worldwide cult used the internet to remove influential people and promote their own people. It's a cult.
Cult.
Remove influential people.
Hmm.
Oh, I get it. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
very influential. Michael
was.
Jackson, like next level influential. Like
Well, that's what I reckon they removed him because he was so influential and like he could influence the masses, and he could tell them the truth about the world because he knew he's been in that world for so long, and he knew exactly what goes on. And to be famous, I believe that you just are not born famous. Like there's things that happen, and we're talking like Freemasons and all that kind of stuff
Mhm.
involved. If you there's a guy that his name's Altian. He's a he won X Factor about 5 years or 6 years ago,
yeah,
and he came out and said what actually happened to him and how he was introduced to like what you got to do to become a star
yeah.
and what oaths you have to take and all this. So like it's all corrupt, man. So,
See the thing I don't get about that is they say all this about all these Hollywood stars and that, right? But
yeah,
the most Instagram followers a person has on the planet is an athlete. Is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He dwarfs the Hollywood stars. So why isn't he?
well maybe he's not. Maybe,
No, I'm saying why don't they get the athletes to get on
but
board?
he's actually
But that's
talented.
what I'm saying. Why don't they get? Because the top five,
We don't know.
the top five Instagram is all athletes. It's Ronaldo, Messi, Brady. Do you know what I mean? Why don't they get them like they try to do with the Hollywood stars? Because like you said,
I
let's
don't
say
know.
Man United is a cult following, right?
Yeah.
People gonna if
What do you mean
Ronaldo-
get them? Like who? Get,
Like
you
you're
mean
saying, do these oaths to why don't they get them to be these evil people?
Well,
like
there
they do
might
with
be.
the
We
Hollywood
we
people?
don't know what happens behind closed doors. We don't know what
No,
Ronaldo
I'm
does
I'm
behind
just
closed doors.
asking because you know
We don't know.
but you never hear about it with the Hollywood people. You always hear this stuff's in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You
Well,
never hear this stuff's in.
because
Oh, that's
maybe
just an example I'm giving.
maybe they're not. Maybe they're not in. I don't know. I don't know. You don't hear about it. No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
You just like say Tom Brady. You don't hear that he's.
Nah. I've heard stuff about Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm just giving
Ronaldo,
you-
I haven't.
No, I'm just asking. I'm
Ronaldo, I
just
haven't.
using him as an example because he's number one.
Yeah. Well, he gets money from playing a sport.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, their money,
and
their money, people don't actually get it. Dwarfs like the Hollywood stars.
oh, of course,
Like it
yeah,
makes,
of course.
makes the Hollywood
Of
stars
course.
look like
of course,
like nothing.
Yeah, of course. So I don't know, like, but the people that run these clubs, like, where do they get their money from?
They're evil parasites.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So, like,
100%.
you know, he might not be involved, but he's connected to the involvement.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, I'm just saying it's one of those things.
Rob says Trudeau, Canadian Prime Minister, has lost the plot. He's frozen bank accounts. Crazy stuff. That is crazy. My mind is blown, Fortunier. Chris Goff says.
Why is it blown?
Is that probably to do with the... Did we miss? Not sure. Could be because about the Hitler's daughter.
Someone gave us a rose. Thanks for the rose, guys, on TikTok.
Not everyone follows the news daily. Don't lose your head. Just
Don't
says
lose your
Chris. Don't lose your head. I don't think Chris follows it though. I didn't even know about the Canadian thing.
Oh.
It's not on the news. I will keep my head. There you go. I don't know. They're all talking to each other. I don't know what's happening.
Nah. Chat's gone crazy tonight, guys.
Cool, man.
Even the TikTok's gone a bit crazy.
Oh,
People
man.
are sending us gifts, and yeah, we love it, you know. So, but no, like, yeah, it's one of those things, guys. And I think Michael Jackson. I don't think he was a pedophile. To tell you the truth, that's my opinion.
Does this make us terrorists if we tell people to use this sanitizer? Rob says in Euro 2020, CR7 pushed aside Coke in favor of water and cost Coke. Yeah, that's right. He cost Coca-Cola it was like this, exactly like this in the interview, and he went like this and put the water there, and it cost Coke $4 billion.
Yeah, so he would have got in big trouble.
Well, that's
for
why
that.
he's saying, he needs to be careful, but he did it and just did it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So they actually
they lost $4 billion out of sponsors and all that because he moved it.
that's
And he said,
crazy.
no, because he went
but,
like this. This is what he did, and he went drink water. It's better for you.
So do you understand what I'm saying, guys? Like, that's how influential
He's influential.
a Ronaldo is. Imagine Michael Jackson, how influential he would have been
Yeah,
to
next
the
level.
masses. You
Of
know what I mean?
course.
So I reckon that he was definitely
Of course.
like something happened.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
probably.
I'm
right.
You know how we have that scale? We
Yeah.
got Paul McCartney.
Paul
again.
McCartney.
I reckon-
Rob was here and Chris Goff. Paul McCartney's just down there a bit.
But I reckon
Hollow
Michael
Earth?
Jackson's up.
Is that with Hollow Earth?
Yeah, I reckon it's up
Oh my
there.
God.
I reckon.
That's next level.
Yeah. I know. That's what I believe.
No one's ever come close to Hollow Earth.
Yeah. I'm not saying. Look, I can't be
Except,
100%.
The Port Arthur massacres. That's pretty up there.
Well, that's
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 pretty
up there. That's up there. And 9/11. It's 50-50. It's in the middle.
There's some of them, 9/11. You read about it, and then the more you read, it's like you don't know which way to believe.
No.
It's like trips you.
Guys, go check out our 9/11 podcast.
Yeah, that one tripped me, man.
Yeah, that was trippy, that one. But the
It's
Port
because
Arthur one,
the Port Arthur one is weird.
one of our best ones we've done.
Yeah, that's real good. Port Arthur one's good.
But Michael Jackson, yeah, it's up there.
Well, what do you guys think in the comments? Do you guys think Michael Jackson was killed? He was hiding. He was going to reveal things about these Hollywood people, the powers to be.
Maybe, I don't
whatever.
know.
I don't know. Was
Or just the music industry.
the music industry, Hollywood industry, whatever?
If you look at like a lot of music artists, like your Lady Gaga and all that kind of stuff. If you watch their concerts, it's all like the symbolism and all the evil symbolism, like the eye and the triangle. And, So look what's on the $1 bill.
Yeah.
What's on the $1 bill?
American one. Yeah.
It's
the
the
eye.
It's the eye.
Yeah.
So
Who it is.
I think there's a lot of truth, and there's a lot of stuff that we don't see that happens each day, and they give clues, but a lot of people, and that's what I was saying before, like people get distracted with sports and all that kind of stuff,
Of course.
and they don't see what's happening.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're blind because
Yeah.
everyone's too interested in like sports, movies, and all that kind of stuff.
Zakar was saying good night, man, and take care.
Yeah.
What a nice guy.
Good night, mate.
Good
And
night,
like,
buddy. We'll see you next
And
time.
everything's done by design. They've made it like that on purpose.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
So you
course.
can be distracted. So
Yeah.
you don't know what's really going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this has been happening for like millions, thousands of years.
Yeah, definitely.
So-
Well, the higher powers have always been running things, haven't they?
100%. So that's my opinion. But yeah, no, not your regular cake. MJ knew what was coming. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. He knew what was coming.
I think so. But could he? Do you think he could be alive? I would not be surprised if he came back. Like it wouldn't shock me.
I don't think so. I think he's dead.
You think he's dead? Okay.
Because that sort of ties into what you're saying. I think if they killed him, they had
Well,
to kill him, didn't they?
Yeah, unless
You can't believe he's alive if you think they killed him.
No. But maybe he fled and
Yeah,
because they
maybe.
knew that he was going to get killed, so
Maybe,
they
maybe.
faked his death. But he would have the power to fake his death, wouldn't he? If you were Michael Jackson, wouldn't you have the money and the power to do it and get away with it? You
It
would.
depends. With everything, the internet and people these days, probably not. Where would he go that no one knows
It
him?
doesn't matter, man. Like
Where
he
could
can change
Michael-
his disguise. He can change his the way
He
he
tried
looks.
that and he still looked exactly the same. He tried that once.
I
Came
don't
out
know.
studio
I
with
just
him.
think that it's possible.
I just don't know where on earth he'd go that no one.
I don't know, but
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. MJ had enough money to pay a lookalike who was probably terminally ill money for their family so he could disappear. There you go. See, I agree. He did definitely have the money to do that. But where does MJ go that no one knows him and
I
gets
don't know.
away with it?
I don't
Does he
know.
live in a bunker? Does he live on the moon?
I don't know.
Like he couldn't live on this planet.
No, well, he could, man. Who
Where?
doesn't?
Adelaide.
Adelaide is the bottom of the earth. Let's not talk about flat Earth now.
We'd know him. If I saw him, I would know him.
I don't know. Maybe he had money to reconstruct his face. Maybe you could do that.
He'd done that once before, and I said
No.
he looked the same. Apparently,
again.
there was a guy at his funeral that looked like him. Can't remember his name, Davy Day or something like that. But that's what I'm saying. If people always come up with those theories, oh, there was a guy at his funeral that looked like him. Like, why would he go to his own funeral if he was trying to hide? It would be the silliest thing in the world.
Yeah, it would be.
They'd be like something out of a Hollywood movie. Like,
Well, maybe he did it so then he could prove that no, it was him.
yeah, I don't know. It's very alluring to turn up at your. That's what I'm saying. In your own.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And does he get?
Have you seen the movie Face Off?
Yes, I love Face Off. Face Off is the best. Castor Troy is one of the best characters ever.
Peach.
No, just
I could eat a peach for.
you know when he's like, when John Travolta sees him, he's like, it's like looking in a mirror, only not. And Castor Troy's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, John Travolta
They're
played
both-
Castor Troy
They are
great.
both awesome in that.
Yeah,
movie.
they are. They are. Even when Nicolas Cage.
No, they're both awesome.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
movie
That
is
was
an amazing movie.
But but yeah, guys,
So he got face-off surgery, Jesse.
yeah, he could have. The guy's got so much power, like he could have done it, and he's.
Do you reckon he got John Travolta's face?
Probably.
I reckon he would have. He would have Travolta's face.
Do you think that's real? Can you do that?
Well, that's what Jess is saying about Michael Jackson. Maybe he got face-off surgery. Do you reckon he actually had enough money to be able to do something like that? Can you get surgery to that extent?
I don't know if that's true. Can you get face change like that? Like
Yeah.
you could take your face off and then put onto mine and we look at the.
I don't think so.
Nah.
Rob said he's going to plug his novel. A guy who's died looks down on his own funeral and reflects on the events that are for him there. There you go.
Beyond the seventh tree.
It's on YouTube, Rob. There you go. YouTube Beyond the Seventh Tree, guys. Go look at it. Go click it. Go find that. Screenshot that and have a look. Beyond the Seventh Tree, Rob Drusetta. We'll have to go look at it.
We have to. But
So-
look, I love Michael Jackson, and it's sad that he left. Man.
I loved Michael Jackson. I said it.
People that hate him,
I do believe he is the greatest musical artist of all time. That's my opinion.
Yep.
Just talent-wise, he was amazing.
Oh, amazing. And the hits that he did, you'll never see hits like that.
Jess is saying to me, I think he's dead. I think MJ.
You think he's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably 70-30 on that one. Because I can see how he could have faked it, but
So Bruce Lee.
I reckon I can see. No, Bruce Lee's gone.
Bruce Lee's dead.
Bruce Lee's dead.
Elvis Presley.
Dead.
Jim Morrison.
Dead. You know what another conspiracy is about Paul Walker? Another one.
The Fast and Furious dude.
Yeah. Because apparently he was involved. He was going to say stuff as well. And
See, Jim Morrison's body, the doors, his wife found his body in the
Yeah.
bathtub, so he's dead.
We had the Heath Ledger one. He's definitely dead.
Heath Ledger's dead.
Yeah.
I think he's dead too, which is, when Michael Jackson died, I was
upset, man.
couldn't believe it.
I was upset. I was like,
Me and Jess were watching like like these prison documentaries at the time.
Yeah.
Imagine you went into prison, right, and you came out like 5 years later and they're like, oh, Michael Jackson died. You'd be like, what?
I know, man. I know.
What do you mean, Michael Jackson?
I know.
What
I
are
know.
you talking about?
I'm so like polarizing and like there was always weird stuff he would do, but you'd still love there's a love there. I don't know what it was.
See, Rob is saying what you said. This is real. This is what I say. MJ announcing his final concert, but dying before the first show was intriguing timing.
It was. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like it was just perfect timing for him to die. He had 30 concerts, and these concerts were going to be huge.
And not your regular
Like,
case
massive.
saying, I think he was killed. So she's saying, I think he's dead as well then. If he was
Yeah.
killed.
And he was just about to do the concerts, and then they kill him, or he died. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like, it has to be something.
And you know what the thing is, I remember watching him. They were showing backstage of him doing warm up, and he looked,
It was good.
yeah, he looked fine. Like he was
Yeah.
doing the shows.
Like, what did he die? He died from an OD.
That's what they're saying.
That's what they say. See, I don't believe that.
I mean, he could have died from an
He
OD,
could have,
could
but
been planted. They could have overdosed.
They
him
could have overdosed him. Yeah.
to make it look
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
took the drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
That's right. Yes, you can.
yeah. Are you talking about the face-off surgery?
You can do face off.
Where
I don't think you can,
I don't
man.
think you can either.
You know what's funny in the movie? Like his whole body changed to the same body.
They did it though. They made in the movie. No, it goes through the suit and they like make him get fat and they make
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
and that's why he's like, I'm in this disgusting body.
Yeah, but that was his body though.
Yeah, a coincidence. Yeah, definite coincidence. Just saying.
There's
about
no,
the
there's
timing.
no, Jess. There's no such thing as coincidences.
About the timing.
No such thing. That's my view.
No such thing as a coincidence.
No, everything. Not in this world.
No coincidence ever.
No, I don't think so. I think everything is.
Not even
planned.
little ones like,
No,
oh, it was a coincidence that
no, no
I walked
coincidence.
in the kitchen and the spoon fell.
No, it was supposed to happen.
It was meant to happen.
No,
That's killer.
So everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens
correct.
for a reason.
I think so.
Bullshit.
That's what I reckon.
Everything happens for a reason.
Things just don't happen just like that. Things happen for a reason. That's what I reckon. You could say it's bullshit, but I don't know.
Why did the Black Pearl go underwater and then come back?
There's always a reason.
It's because it was a movie.
There's a movie.
Jess says yes, there is, and she's
No,
laughing.
I don't think there is.
You just reckon everything's for a reason.
Yeah, I reckon we're on this planet for a reason.
Could
but
be
we
a
don't
good
know.
reason,
And
bad
until you
reason.
find out what it is you're here for, that's you need. That's
Yeah,
your,
but that's you. That's a. Like,
that's what I believe.
No, I'm saying that's what you're here for. That I'm talking about. I'm talking about a coincidence. Could be why that picture falls or something. Like
Could be a reason.
I'm saying,
There's a reason because the thing behind
be.
it broke.
could be.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence.
Why does the world exist? I'm thinking Jess is saying.
Why?
The
Well,
word.
that's
Oh, the word coincidence. Why does it exist?
I don't know. Why does any word exist? Like, what made the words that are coming out of their mouth? Who invented these words? How did they just say, "Oh, this is what this sounds like"? Or you know what I mean? Like, who said that this was a mouse?
Because it looks like a mouse.
No, but
That's
who
why they
called the
named-
mouse a mouse?
Because
Like, who came up? Oh, one day they
it
go.
wasn't. It was never called a mouse first.
No, but like one day they just came up with.
But it wasn't.
They
I
saw it.
guarantee you it was called a bondigo first. Because the Greek language has been
All right,
around
but who
longer.
caught? All right, who decided to call it a bondigo? That's what I'm saying. Like, where's it come from?
Who invented the Greek language?
But some guy just rock up and go,
He probably did.
"All right, I'm gonna call this that, that.
Whoever invented the Greek
Nah,
language.
it's weird. I don't know.
When he was there, you know, like that,
He's laughing.
have you seen that? See, you don't like South Park, right?
I don't.
No,
I don't hate
But
it. I
there's
don't
an
hate it.
episode that's saying exactly what you say. They go to this other race,
Yeah.
and the guy walks up to him and goes, Markla. And he goes, what? And the guy goes to him, everything on this planet is Markla. And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, well, we Markla to Markla and Markla. He goes, that's a Markla, that's a Markla, that's a Markla, that's a Markla. And they're like, what do you mean? He's like, everything's Markla.
Oh no.
But that's not what you're saying. Why did someone say it's a mouse?
No,
Why
but what I'm saying is like, did some dude like back in like thousands of years ago, oh, this is called this is called that. Like, who made that?
I don't know.
Like, who made that?
Don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine the brain power you'd have to do that.
He was a bondigo, man. Rob says, so one view is that an insider saw MJ's messages in the forthcoming concert series and the higher decision was made to eliminate him, like you're saying. And Reborn!
Reborn!
Hey,
Hey.
Reborn! We've been waiting, man.
We've been waiting for Reborn.
A remarkable occurrence of events or circumstances without apparent causal connection. And then Jess says hello, and then Reborn says, "Hey guys, it's the love heart. We've been waiting for you, Reeves.
We have been waiting for you, Reborn.
How you doing, man?"
What's the time over there, mate? Probably like early morning.
Would be because we're going to do the watch along at 6 a.m., which I think is maybe a 12. What time's kickoff of the Man United game in the morning? It's a night game, isn't it? Because it's a Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be afternoon there right now. Yeah. We've been waiting for the Reborns.
We have been, man.
The night's complete.
We're on the way. We're on the way out.
Yeah, he's here. That's what matters.
The night late, but better late than never.
That's it. The night's complete since once Reborn comes in.
The night is complete. It's midday.
Yeah.
Midday. Okay.
Because then we get up at 6 to watch the Man U game, and it'll be a night game.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. That's killer.
Nah, well, it's been an interesting conversation, especially the ending.
A lot of people seem to think he was killed.
Yeah.
That's like a very
common. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's up here, man. It's not down here. It's up here.
Reborn. What do you think, man? Was Michael Jackson killed?
Reborn will say that he killed him. Nah.
It's interesting that a lot of people seem to think he was killed. That's the.
What's your conception? I want to know what KP. Or are you going to play devil's advocate here?
I played the devil's advocate already. Whereas the devil's advocate to do with Michael Jackson is, listen, he was a Hollywood star. This is the devil's advocate argument. I'll give it. He was a Hollywood star.
Yeah.
He was most probably a drug addict because he's addicted to prescription drugs. That's a drug addict.
Yes.
And he was probably addicted to them for a good 30 years. And maybe he overdosed. That's the devil's advocate argument. Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
And it's very conceivable to say he was probably a drug addict.
But
like a lot of them are, because what else are they doing in their life? These Hollywood stars get addicted to drugs because they sit there with their millions. They got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I was watching this thing with, we're talking about athletes. In Wayne Rooney's book, he talks about it. He goes, I got addicted to gambling. He goes, because I went to training.
Yeah.
He goes, I went home.
Yeah.
I had millions of dollars. I had nothing else to do. So I got addicted to something. And that's like them. Imagine they're not shooting a movie. What are they doing?
Man drinking. Yeah. Yeah, true.
What are they doing? So there's very conceivable that MJ was probably addicted to drugs, alcohol even.
Look, you could be right.
I'm not saying that's what I believe. I'm just giving the devil's advocate argument.
Yeah, okay. So what do you believe? What's your like, you know, with the timing and everything, like, what do you reckon?
Reborn says, I think he was on so many drugs like Heath Ledger and Brittany Murphy. See, even the Brittany Murphy one, Jess was a big fan of Brittany Murphy. We were watching the thing about her. Tell you what, it's not in stone about her either, man.
Why would she be killed though?
Like, I reckon that her family killed her.
Yeah,
I reckon her mum killed her.
Yeah, but
the money to get it ended up being her husband that she was with.
Yeah.
Ended up being with her mum.
Oh.
So you're telling me they didn't kill her? Like a week later, she was dead, and they're doing interviews, and he was calling the mum babe. And then he died. So you telling me he didn't kill her, so they could get the money, and then the mum flipped out that he killed her daughter and she killed him. That's what I reckon with Brittany Murphy. Yeah, definitely. That's what I reckon happened. So, but with Michael Jackson, tell you what, I'm 50-50. Either that he just overdosed, and it's a massive coincidence that he overdosed just before he was going to go on tour. But there's definitely ties to that he could have been killed too, because who knows what these guys know.
Yeah, I'm more the latter.
Yeah,
definitely. But like, I'm probably like 70-30, like I said.
Yeah.
You'll never be 100% sure
right.
these things. So.
Rob says lots of pressure out on performers to keep going non-stop. You know, Avicii died from exhaustion a few years ago in his 20s. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, he could have been, like I said, just so addicted to these prescription drugs. Like, it just, you know. When they called 911, they asked him where he was. They said he was on the bed. They told him to put him on the floor to start CPR. Wouldn't the doctor have known to do that?
Yeah, of course. Why the doctor that was there wouldn't he have known to do that? 100%. That is so true. Because, mate, they wanted
said he was on the bed.
Very good point.
They told him to put him on the floor and start CPR.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I agree with that. Like, why? They had a doctor, right? They got a doctor there, and he doesn't know how to do CPR and what to do, that's the first thing he should have done. He should know all that kind of
Do
stuff.
all doctors know how to do CPR?
They should, man. That should be the first thing they get taught. It's a first aid thing.
Should they be taught that though? Because I've done
Why?
a CPR course, a first aid course.
Why shouldn't they be
Well, a
taught that?
CPR course is completely different to being a doctor.
No, but if you're a
asking.
doctor, that should be the one thing you know what to do to save someone's life.
Maybe not, because
Well,
they've got machines that do that, doctors. They've got machines that they put on you and then put on your face that do CPR.
Yeah, but if they're on, but I'm pretty sure that a prerequisite to be a doctor, you need to have your first aid.
I don't know. No, I'm just admitting I don't actually know. You know? You can hear the tape. Like Rob said, these stars have a lot of pressure on them. Once they step out of the limelight, they have to keep going. I don't know, maybe they take so much stuff, they stay relevant, though they should rest. Yeah. Good point by Reborn. I don't know. I'm saying about the CPR thing. I'm not. And I was reading because I've done a CPR course. Like I've done a first aid course.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I think doctors like they're in their they should have.
I mean, like for
first
example,
aid.
now, like
They should
when
have
I
first
used to
aid.
go to the doctor when I was young, right?
Here you go. Nurses and doctors still need to do first aid from Amanda. So there you go.
And
so they have
doctors
to.
know CPR. Yeah, I'm
Well,
saying.
maybe I don't know about in America though. Maybe in America it's different.
I don't know. I'm saying I'm legit
Yeah.
just asking. Nurses, I would say definitely do, because nurses should know it, like Amanda's saying, because when a patient is on their deathbed and they flatline, who comes in to save a patient's life?
Oh, mostly nurses, but I'm pretty.
When is it ever a doctor? It's not.
It's not, but they have to know it.
No, that's just what I'm saying. I get the nurses thing because nurses are actually the ones saving people's lives with CPR. And when I learnt my CPR course, who taught me it? A nurse, not a doctor.
Yeah. A doctor won't teach you it, but I think they have to know it.
Yeah. Well,
It's
they
like-
have to, so I believe it.
It's like, I don't know, like a cook knowing to.
Well, the example I give is when I was young, I went to doctors, right?
Yeah.
And they would put a thing on my chest and, do this thing manually.
Yeah,
get
the
blood pressure.
yeah.
Now it's not. They put a thing in and they just press
Oh,
a
yeah,
button.
because technology changed.
But I'm saying, so maybe, they press a button. When we went to school,
Oh, you mean like the defib machine?
I'm just, whatever.
Well, yeah, they got defibrillator machines
Like
now.
when we went to school,
But
we went there with a pencil
yeah.
and a pen.
Yeah, but
Now they go with a laptop, like you said.
yeah, I know, but like you can get in situations where you're not in a setting that has those machines, right? So they could be out somewhere, right?
Yeah.
If someone collapses
Yeah.
and they haven't got a defib machine or anything, they have to perform a CPR.
Yeah.
And if they've got first aid training, it's their duty.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, man, even if they had to, they'd call for a nurse. Like, that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
of course
It's always a nurse saving.
Yeah. But they have to renew. Yeah, have to renew their registrations.
Yeah,
all
the
the time.
nurses. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure doctors have to.
Oh, they would. Rob said it. They must know CPR. Yeah.
Yep. So I don't know, man. Look, as I said, I'm more towards that he was killed, or he could be even alive. We don't know, but
when they taught us CPR, the nurse taught us that the best you're meant to go to the beat of staying alive. That's what she said. I'm honest.
Staying alive.
Think about it. How many times
yeah,
you
you
beat?
do.
That's what she taught us
That's
in the
it, cool.
course. That's
Yeah.
what she said. You got to go to the beat of staying alive.
Staying alive.
See?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
There you go. I don't know. Is that true, Amanda? Was she right? Like your nurse? Like, pretty sure MJ would hire someone competent. He was a perfectionist. But was he? Have you seen pictures of his room and that? They showed Neverland was like filthy.
Was it?
Yes. That's a true thing. Saying it was in like,
I don't know.
he might have been a perfectionist with his music, but like he lived in a bit of, like it was,
Squalor.
yeah, not that bad, but it was not like clean, like it was.
Okay, I don't know, man. All I know
Because he
is
didn't
that.
he liked having just himself in there, like being alone, I think.
Yeah. All I know is that it's definitely. Yeah, there's something shifty, I think.
I think more people in the chat going with, see, Amanda's saying yes, it's true. Staying alive.
Yeah, there you go. Amanda, I used to use manual.
But his Spanish got lost in translation. Manual? Who's Manual?
He used to use the manual,
Oh,
but his Spanish got lost in. I don't know.
manual. He's saying manual, but then like manual the name. Spanish
Manual?
translation. I like it. It's a good one. It's a good one.
All right, guys. Well, it's
Yes.
been a great podcast. We've had 50 playbacks.
We have.
We've
It's
had
been a real good show.
been a good show. We've had some interesting conversations,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's been a long night. We've been here since
We have, because we did a food review.
we did a food
before.
review, so it's been a long night, guys.
We've been here. It's good.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
Good to have KP back talking again. I know he's a bit sore at the moment, but
I'm alright.
I think he'll be 100% next week.
Should be.
Should be.
But so,
But what we want to say before we
Yeah,
go,
you go.
guys, don't forget next week, guys. If I can find it, this one.
yeah.
There you go, guys. Just one more time. We got the charity battle next week, guys. Team Adelaide versus HFD. That's us. We're taking on Team Adelaide. His name's Tony. The guy's an absolute legend. Get onto TikTok. Come and support us, even if you don't donate.
Yeah, just come in.
come support us. Press the button for likes. You can, if you do want to donate, it's like the lowest donation is like $1. Like, it's
Yeah.
really cheap. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but it all goes to a good cause. Goes to the Hutt Street Centre for Homeless. Starts next week, 7 p.m. to about 8 p.m.
Yeah.
for an hour, and then after that, we're going to be doing a podcast.
Podcast go live.
We're going to be going live on the podcast, and the Jazz Man will be here. So
Jazz man.
yeah, so
Right, yeah.
so guys, make sure you we'll send out more. We'll do some more promotion on this during the week and remind everyone. But yeah, we'd love to see you guys support this cause. And big shout out to Team Adelaide and his wife for coming into the show today. You guys
Yeah.
are awesome. So
Rob says no karaoke for KP, because my tooth. And then he said, "What is it a battle of?" I think that's what I said, Rob. But it's just you get the two TikTokers there and a split screen, and people just
gift, and whoever battles wins the most. Whoever wins the most,
I actually don't know. So
whoever gets the most gifts wins the battle.
Yeah.
And you can re-battle. So we'll have like a few battles, and apparently whoever loses the battle,
what's this?
Yeah. We have to do the Celine Dion challenge, and it could involve
that?
one of us. Huh?
What's that?
I have to show you. But it might involve Jimmy T wearing a dress.
Oh my god, let's do that. Hopefully we lose. Jimmy T's wearing a dress.
If any of you have got TikTok,
We're gonna read that.
if any of you got TikTok, look up Celine Dion challenge, and you'll see exactly what it is. Okay.
Oh my god,
So
that'll be next level.
yeah, guys, love to see you guys there. We're gonna be doing another food review as well.
We will in the morning
Yeah.
at 6 a.m. in the morning. Me and John will be live doing a watch along for Man
Watch
United.
along. Yeah, there's gonna be a watch along, and hopefully I can get this episode out for Lord of the Fries that we did today. So make sure you guys have the notification bell ping on, so you know exactly when we release videos and when we go live. So and I'm gonna do gaming this week too.
Probably on Friday night.
Yeah. So big week ahead, guys. So yeah, as I said, make sure you guys support. It's all for a good cause.
It is.
And,
It is.
And yeah, guys, we're very excited. And thanks for coming in today, guys.
It was a good show,
It
man.
was a good show.
We had fun.
Next week's gonna be even bigger. If you haven't liked, make sure you like. Make sure that you got a like on our
That's it.
page.
Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe.
And
Tell your friends. Get the subs happening here. We want to get to 1K.
1K. Oh, that's what I was gonna
1K
say,
by May, isn't that? Isn't that what we want?
Yeah.
1K by May.
guys. Just before we go,
Yeah, the 1K subs
so the 500 subs on the left
got done.
got done. Nick Miolo won that one, so he got that. And the next one is 1,000 subs on YouTube.
That's it.
You win a
HFD hoodie.
hoodie and PlayStation voucher.
That's it.
It says $50 there, but it's going to be $100. So
So
we're at 520, 530 at the moment, something like that.
530. Yep.
So
we're getting there.
We're getting there, but
We're building.
let your friends know about us, guys. And
That's it.
we'll go from there. I'm going to be on TikTok live this week.
That's it.
So make sure if you got TikTok, come and join us.
That's it.
But let me just get rid of that. Oh, wrong
Wrong
one.
one.
Wrong one. Sorry, guys.
down YouTube giveaway.
There you go. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, guys, thanks for having us.
That's it. It was
Any
good.
last
Man.
words? Any last
Nah, it was a good show, eh? I had a good show, guys. That, like we said, yeah. Check us if you're into the soccer. Check us in the morning. We're doing a watch along, me and Johnny, and then probably gaming on Friday. Back for the battle and another show next week, and we'll see you on the next one.
No worries, guys. Take it easy, and remember, stay
Stay
hunky.
That's it.
See you guys.